It's me. I'm here. I'm live. I got confused. I wasn't sure. I've never done a scheduled thing, but I always get my friends telling me that they don't get notified. So I wanted to try a scheduled live stream. So I gave you guys like 5 minutes. So I don't know what to say. I just want to check real quick just to make sure everything's going good. We got the chat going. I don't see anyone chatting, so feel free to chime in. Like I said, I'm new at all this. I don't know how to do YouTube anymore. I just want to check in real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. Ooh, little feedback, little feedback. No big deal. And we are rolling. I plugged in everything. Let's just hope. We got Film Boy. Mike, you're easier. Now we can start. We got the lo-fi, hi-fi, the chaos that's happening behind the camera is all that matters. But I wasn't expecting a ton of people, but I'm just gonna get going. This is what happens. I watch other people doing live streams, and I'm like, I know how to do this, and then I realize, no, you got to actually do it to get practice doing it. I always debate whether or not I want to just do a live stream or edit a video because I really just I wanted to go through some stuff. I was looking at some photos on my phone, and I thought I've been talking about this for a long time with digital photography and everything like that. I feel like I have a hack. I think I have a trick. Hey, Not Alone's here too. All right, we got Film Boy, and I know it's late, guys, so I'll understand if you have to just jump out and leave and go. But I got the tech hooked up here. Let me go to my second screen. Ooh, fancy. Fancy. Now here's what I want to try. What I was going to do was, let me just bring up a photo here. See if I got the right setup here. All right, there it is. So we're just going to get right into this because I'm thinking, hey, Well Driven Media, thanks for stopping in. We're talking about digital photography and we're going to make it better. And here's how we're going to do it. It's not even really better or worse. I'm looking at all my photos on my phone and stuff, and I'm getting the idea. You see there's so much media out there. I'm thinking, let's make it black and white. Black and white will make photos look more important. And we're going to see it right here. So let me go in here. This is just, I got airplane mode. This is right from my phone. That's fine. Oh, wait, what? Can I not edit in airplane mode? Come on. Come on. It's always something, isn't it? You can't edit photos in airplane mode? Okay, well, we're going out of airplane mode. All right, one moment. There's always got to be something, isn't it? Isn't it? No big deal. All right, and I think that's just because I got the iCloud and everything, and most of my photos aren't even on my phone right now. Thanks, everyone, for joining in. Not Alone, it's good to see you. We got Mike, Film Boy, and Will. Oh, we got, yeah, Well Driven Media. So let me bring that photo back up for you. There's our color image, okay? And this is it. What do you think? I don't know. What do you think? Maybe this one might not be the best one. They're not all going to work, right? This is experimenting. So this is where we got it all, man. Oh yeah. Yeah. Thanks. But okay, so it's interesting though, because what it does is it sort of like makes you think about what you're looking at. I'm really gonna get artsy here, really make these things work. Okay, this one might not be the one. Okay, so let's get rid of this one. Let me bring up another one. Okay, and I don't know if I have this. I put this on like low latency, but there still is probably going to be a delay in getting the responses, so I'll be waiting for it. And let me bring up another photo here. All right, here we go. I think this is a good one. So this one I took on a photo walk in Columbus, just actually a couple weeks back. And if you look at it, I think this is pretty good. I took this on my phone camera, but I did actually take a film photo of this. I just haven't had it developed yet. And what I noticed is I'm like, I liked it. I like the way this looks. I'm not a big like street photographer style person. I mean, I like taking photos of interesting things, but walking around looking at buildings, I'm not a big big proponent of that. I don't know. Maybe I just need more practice. Let's go into editing. Let's do it. Let's edit this thing. So we're going to go down here. What do you think? Huh? Photo. I mean, I like the oranges because the orange kind of matches the red on the like the spray paint. But that, I see it in black and white, and now I got to think about this thing. I'm like, wait a second. What am I looking at? What is that? And maybe even the crop could be something different. Like, I think it kind of needs more. I don't know. Something like that, maybe. And of course, you know, it's art, so it's all just preference, I guess. Let's find another one. And like I said, I know there's a delay on this, so I'm gonna find a really good one, and we can decide. A really good one. Oh gosh, I just want to bring this one up because this is crazy. Look at this. I thought this was the coolest photo ever. Look at that. Most of these, a lot of photography that I take that I really enjoy is like right out of my car, as you can see here. So obviously I could crop this a little differently, but look at that. This is like right out of like Mad Max or something, right? Now let's see. This will be a good example. Even though we have the door in the shot and everything, let's see. And if you're getting an idea of what this stream is going to be about, it's going to be a bunch of photos of color into black and white. It's like a very subtle way to just kind of brag about some of the digital photos I have on my phone. No, I think this is actually good because I think it'll be a fun little discussion and everything. So let's see here. Oh, I got to move that up to the top. What the heck? There we go. There it is. Yeah. Definitely gives a different vibe, doesn't it? Like in a good way. So let's see if that is true on this photo. This is where I need the voting poll. I need to be like, black and white or color? Which one's going to look better? Okay, let's find out. And I know there's different variations of black and white because we could just go through. This is just on my phone, by the way. Don't like that. Okay, let's get rid of the color. Let's go. Boom. Okay, that's like a mono. That's like a hard black and white. And here's what we can do. Since we're in the phone, I can go in and dial it, and we can really like, that's a little too much. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I think it's interesting. And you can see if you have these in like a collection, even with the door jamb in like my car door, I was going to try to crop past that, but I'm like, this actually looks kind of cool. Now, even though I'm doing this, I will admit I kind of just like the color one just because look at that. That is just crazy. Let me get rid of that. Like that is just crazy. And that neighbor moved, so I'm glad I got that shot. And that's the thing. I realized I got to come up with a cool name. Maybe you guys can help me with this. Need to come up with a name for car photography outside of just being dangerous. There's just so many times I'm driving and it's like I see something, boom, snap it with my phone. All right, so let's find another one. I really want to find a very... Okay, we got some good ones here. So... here's another one. Look at this cat. All right. This actually looks pretty good in color. And I know, and this is the thing, like I know for a while, and James is here. Let's see here. Like he says, personally, I don't get black and white. My daughter is a professional photographer and provides black and white with wedding shoots. Yeah. And I think what it is it is like, this is where it's a preference. There's a mosquito in here. It's a preference, and I don't necessarily love it, but this is how I'm looking at this. When you're scrolling on Instagram and you're seeing just tons of images and video, everything's pretty much in color. And so it's an opportunity just to see, just to kind of make somebody stop for a second and go, what am I looking at? What is this? Is this an old photo? Is it a new photo? And so let's see if how this one looks. So we'll go in. And we're going to go, ooh, wow. Actually, let's look at that. Oh, that's extra colorful. It's kind of a cool too. We're going to go into. Okay. I don't know. See, I think that, let's see. I like this one, and then we'll go in and I'll just kind of rant. Ooh, that's a little too much, but this is just on my phone. So it's like that. See that. And this is like how, in my mind, I'm like, look how easy it is just to look extra artsy. You know, you just get like a little zine or photo book, and I can just pop in a bunch of these black and whites. And All Driven Media does like the blue sky in this one. I don't know, and you have to let me know. I know there's a little delay if you're referring to the car photo or not. And I realize, guys, that I don't get on live stream too much, so sorry if I'm missing your chat. I'm trying to interact as much as I can, so I want to make sure. Okay, let's see here. Dustin has something to say. I dig the color, but maybe just slide the hue a little bit toward the orange. Okay, so let's see here. Let me slow it down because I know I'm like going. I went to the next photo, and I don't know if you're referring to the other photo or not. It's kind of crazy, and this is like I know it's a preference. I don't know. I kind of like it. As soon as it's, the wide angle lens kind of is a giveaway that it's a modern photo, right? All right, let's go back. Let me find something else. Okay, this will be a good one because this will be controversial. Because I love the colors in this one. I think if I was going to go and actually edit this, I probably would just trick the yellow to match the yellow of the woodwork of this area. I just like this one. It's just kind of like random, but it's there. So depending on what the delay is, here's the photo. No skies in this one. So now I'm curious what black and white's going to look like because I really like this color version. But let's go in here. And I don't know if it's the right discussion to be like it's better. I just kind of did that for the title. But all right, we're going through. We're rolling through. Just let me know. Oh boy. Okay, so this is Noir. Mono Noir. I'm going to go back and just kind of give it a little bit of... Oh boy, this is tough. Am I gonna talk myself out of this one? Oh, good. They're not delayed. Okay, great. Sorry, like I said, if I missed your comments and anything, sorry about that. But so this one's really interesting because I don't know. I would probably edit a little bit more just to make the colors just look a little bit better. But I'm just looking at the raw color image compared to the black and white. Actually, other than that shadow, if that shadow, those diagonal shadows coming down, had a little bit more, I might like that one better in black and white. Let me see if let's get into the. I'm gonna change some of the contrast and see if. Let's take it really dark. Does that add anything? Does that? It starts to look a little messy, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it does. Okay, let me find a good one. Some of these photos, I've been saving these because I really want to put together. Okay, now this is gonna be a difficult one. I don't know. What did I do here? You ready for this? Look at this. Look how cool that looks in color. That somebody threw a barrel on a fire. I was at this bonfire and they just rolled out this barrel like Donkey Kong. And it was tough because I'm like right away I get on Facebook Marketplace, on eBay. I'm like, how much are one of these things? Can I just take this? But they're like, nope, it's going. They've been wanting to burn it for a long time. Let's see what it looks like in black and white. Here we go. I don't know. I can't imagine this is going to look any good, right? And I don't even know. I have a couple images from this. There was one, I thought there was two people in the background. So before I change it to black and white, sorry, let me just double check to make sure that I have the right image. Because I have oh, you know what? I saved a couple of these. I'm going to bring this one up instead. Okay, this is the one that I liked. There was two people in the background. And you see a little bit more flame. Look how cool this flame looks. Now, this is the thing, like, okay, Film Boy. Yeah, right? Like, James, the color looks amazing. And Film Boy, definitely the color. And this one especially, this is where the iPhone, I always think of the iPhone at night and in the evening. The way it captures light, whew, it can get some really cool stuff. But now let's see what it looks like in black and white. You can tell your friends why you're tired. Like, I was up watching somebody switch color photos to black and white and then arguing about it. All right. I don't know about this one. This looks cool. Okay, here we go. I need music for that. Oh, look at that. Huh? It definitely loses a little bit. We lose a little bit of the texture and the color. But let me go back into the phone here. I'm just going to mess with what do you call this? I don't know what it's called. Just the magic wand tool. Hmm. Hmm? Kind of makes you look at the color differently though, doesn't it? Like I guess the thing is for sure the color or the black turning it to black and white does create like a I think of like news photography, and that's where I say it looks more important. Well driven media, how did the grass not go up, right? Like, yeah, exactly. There was like a little brick fire pit around there. So yeah, this is what's interesting. So it's like, and I think only because, and this is where, I mean, maybe I don't do a ton of photography with film. Maybe a film photo could capture this, but look at the texture in those flames. Like, look at that. What? Isn't that? And I know this is something that you guys are watching on video. I was at this bonfire and I'm thinking, I will probably never see this ever again in real life. A giant barrel, because you can, if you want to buy one of these things, they're like $100, $300, something crazy. I don't even know what you do with them. Make a chair out of them or something. But let's see what here we got here. I know it's not the point of the video, but black and white and then transition to the blue might be interesting. Okay, so that would be good. So let's go back here and see. Now, let me just make sure. When you say transition to the blue, do you mean like a blue hue? I just want to make sure I know. See, this is the original. Let's take a look here. Oh, make the flames blue. Make the flames blue. Oh boy, this is where I don't have Photoshop open right now, but that would be interesting. Let's go back to this color. So you're saying go in here and make those flames. That, see, that could be cool then. Go in and like do like a little color rendering on that. Okay, I like it. See? And I know like this is part of the fun of trying to, I think of it like just make people spend a second or two looking at your photos. And I'm thinking this is where if you didn't know what the color photo looked like, I guess you wouldn't have the option to know any otherwise. And I was watching this photographer last night on, can't remember who he is, but he had a lot of really important photos. He's like really well known on the red carpet during the awards with the celebrities. And most of his photos are black and white. And this is what got me thinking about it. Cause I'm like, oh, I've been messing around and I'll get in here. Let me see if this is a good one or not. It's a photo that I like. I don't know why. There's not a ton of stuff to take photos of around here. That's wrong. There we go. So this one, I think this one might look way better in black and white. Okay, so this is what we're going to find out here. And I don't even know if this is a good photo or not. What are we going to do? All right, so let's go in. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. And I don't even think this is these trucks are parked in the same spot every day, and so I drive by so often. I literally, you can see kind of the corner of my mirror there in the car. I just take different photos, just hoping that the sky would be just the right color. I don't really like this one in black and white, so I recant that. Okay, let me. Oops, I don't want to give away too much, so I gotta man the controls here. Okay, let me find another good one. Okay, this one is interesting because I already did it. This is what got me thinking about it. So let's go into this one. And this was just a quick selfie. Got the cat, bunch of crap, toothpaste on the mirror and stuff like this. Now, let's see what, and this is where it's like, it's some guy and his cat. But I already did this one, like I said, so we'll just go to it. And so I like this one, so I don't know. I think I kind of brightened it up a little bit, or maybe it did it by itself. It's cool though. What are the orange cats? Are they tabby cats? It's always cool to see the orange. But I just think that looks like, now it's like, oh, a little bit better than, even though you see the phone in it. I don't know. All right, don't worry. Don't worry. There's more to this. How long have we been chatting? All right, let me see if I can track down a good one. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is an interesting one. I have it saved on my phone as black and white because I was like, I don't really like the color one. That is your standard issue iPhone. You know, everything's in focus there. I wonder what it looked like in color. Let's revert it back. I think I even cropped in on it. So we'll just revert back. Whoa. So there it is in color. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, James, the 3 pics of the cat looks like little Morocco. Yeah, and that's that fun. That's just that fun of going into the bathroom with the mirror, the folding mirror. So this is what's interesting. So let's go back in. I'm going to edit this one back into black and white because I liked it better, and because it wasn't just black and white. I think it was, I don't know. And this, like I said, this is just on my phone. I'm sure there's better apps where I could bring it in. I think I had it there, and I think I changed the crop. I think I moved in closer so it was just less cluttered. And I think I also just made that line a little straighter just for symmetry. I think that's where it was at, right? I don't remember now. And I think I got rid of that other building. Is that how it was? Yeah, I think I did it like that. So now it's just some cool lines. Was that the right black and white though? I don't know. This is a weird photo because I think I had to do some editing. I don't know if you knew this. On the phone, you can actually change like the tilt and stuff. Because I think that's what I was having a hard time with, getting the lines to all look straight. I wanted those windows on the left to be straight. This is all on my phone, like I said. All right, and then I think I go here, and I think it's pretty, I think it's straight at that point. I think this is as good as we're going to get it. I'm saving it. There's the photo. Put it in the book. Put it in the book. All right. Let's see. This is pretty much just my way to be like, hey guys, check out these photos I took. But it actually is kind of fun because this was back in February I took that. Now this one, I don't know. I don't know. This one, I mean, come on, this one. What is going on? I'm just super excited to be in Springfield, Ohio. There's no way this is going to look good in black and white. Let's do it. I kind of get lost in it. I'm like camouflaged in. Let's see if I can bring out anything. Nope, I'm just kind of like there. My arm kind of disappears. But yeah, I just don't think, maybe if there was more sunlight coming at me and like really illuminating one side of me, it might actually do something. I bet someone can get in there and mess around with Lightroom or something. I don't know. Overly excited. You've never been to Springfield, Ohio. I'll tell you what, it's nonstop action. Not really. Okay, so, all right. I want to see here, not alone. What is this? So, did I read that right? Got any liminal space photos? Am I going to have to Google that? Liminal? Liminal. Hey, Bad Karma's here. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, film's more fun. Thanks for stopping by. These photos are black and white on my phone. Sleep mode, grayscale is on. Oh, wow. So that's how you just roll with photos in black and white all the time. So this is probably crazy because this live stream's in color. No, that's cool though. And also, I don't know if you're getting ready to go to sleep or if you just are stopping in, but you can let me know. Yeah, Mike, I had Snapseed for like a little while and then I just never used it. So I got rid of it. I don't know. That's where it's like, I end up just going back to my phone app and just keeping it simple. But I could look into it if it's something. You got to really sell me on it. It probably everything costs a monthly subscription now though, doesn't it? All right, so let's see. I specifically had some photos on here that I really wanted to talk about. Okay, let me go back and I'd love to get some that are really okay. This is one. So this is polarizing in the sense of I don't know which is better. So here's a photo. Pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is on the photo walk again. And this one actually might be edited. Because I think this is the normal one. So this is the normal one. So let's get in here. What's this one going to look in black and white? Because this looks pretty good. I mean, this one right here doesn't, but I liked it when it was a little oversaturated. Interesting. Interesting. I kind of like that one. It just looks like a journalist shot, right? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and I'd have to see for Snapseed if that app is good or not. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, Mike. Okay. Yeah. So with Snapseed, then I can, you have the brush tool. You can desaturate part of the color photo. It's okay. Okay. And that's what's funny because I know when I was doing a lot of editing, I would over edit. This is like the early days of Instagram. And it's like, go back and you look at those and everything's like overdone. But, this one, I don't know what to do about this one because I personally, I like these like a little bit more sepia. I say sepia, but it's like oversaturation with like a little bit of an orangish hue on it. I don't think this one makes it in black and white. Don't think it's going to happen. Let's see if I have anything more fun. Okay, this will be interesting. Another photo from the car. Oh, and this isn't even cropped right. Let me get it. I have the wrong view. Hang on. There we go. This is the actual composition directly from my phone. Quick draw. Whoosh. Let's edit it. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's already been edited? What's going on here? All right. I don't think this one's going to be good in black and white. Oh, actually, is it? That's interesting. You don't really... The blue car. I was mad that the other car pulled out in front, but that's where it's like, oh, from an artistic point of view, it's kind of like cool. Like you're not quite sure what that back tire looks like. I don't know. I think so. Yeah, see, this is just that time to think before, after. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. And I know that it is kind of late, so let's see. Just a few people. This is the VIP crew, so that's cool. I kind of feel like this one in black and white is pretty neat because it almost looks silver. It almost looks like it could be like an infrared photo or something if the trees were a little whiter. And because it gives it a silver, because in real life, the blue car, I mean, it is a neat truck. It almost looks fake, doesn't it? The way it's shining. I don't even know what car that is. A Ranchero or something? I don't know what kind of car that is. But I like that one. Looks kind of like, it almost looks like fake. Okay. Anything else? What do we got? We got all kinds here. Now this one, I guess, won't work. Okay, here we go. We'll try this. This is an iPhone photo. I went into like zoom mode. It's not the most crisp, but I loved all the oranges. Let's see what it looks like. I can't imagine this one. Is this one going to look any good? It definitely loses a lot. Yeah, I don't think this one. I don't think this one. They're not all going to work. Right? Yeah. Okay, well, it's good to see the difference. It's good to see the difference. Let's see here. There was one I took here that I was... Okay, this one, there's no way. Oh my goodness, another car shot. I just thought this was so cool. It's like a slight silhouette. There's no way. Is this thing like... this is not going to look good in black and white. Right? Oof. Wow. Nope. I'm going to say this one, the orange, because right now this just looks like a cloudy sky when it's in black and white. This, you actually see that there's something going on here. And even if I came in here and like overdid it, you need color. The cool thing about this is because I take so many photos from my car is kind of like hazy, it's on an angle. It gives it like this vignette that does very subtly kind of look like film in a way, I think. Let me see if I can find another one. Okay, I'm giving away the goods because these are like VIP photos. I don't even know if this live stream is going to be public or not. But this is part of my road photography because these are moments we see all the time, but it's stuff that you think about, like, unless you just want to be dangerous like me and have your phone out. I'm like, this is like a, once in a lifetime thing. Just a giant water truck sitting on top of a bridge. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just take it in there. We're all sitting here like, Okay, if I mess with, this is, whatever this is, the magic wand tool, I'm just kind of really oversaturating it. It's interesting. I don't think it's as fun. This is why when I saw, this is actually, I wasn't driving, there was a stoplight and I had started going, but that's what I thought. I'm like, and you know what's funny, when you start noticing these things, I promise, now that you see this, keep an eye out. You're going to start seeing these trucks, because now I'm seeing them all over the place. They just have big metal signs that say water truck. And I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm going to start photographing all that stuff. I don't know if you're referring to this one, Dustin, but I'll take it if it is. I think it's kind of a cool shot. And this is where, because there's not a ton of stuff, I don't live in the city or anything like that, so there's not a ton of street photography stuff. So the cars are sort of these things that happen on the highway are things that catch my attention. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to roll. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't usually get excited, so I'll show you this one first. This is the same bridge, different day. Oh, wrong format. This is the actual composition of it. And this is like a weird... Oh, I'm going to zoom in here. This is like just for fun. All these photos are iPhone photography. These are all phone photography. This is why I'm saying this is how you can make... But because it's through my windshield, it gives it like a little bit of a film look. I'll take it. Now, it would be awesome. This is where if I was dedicated, I'd just have my film camera. But I would doubt that I would have this kind of flexibility. But look at this for a second. Guys, this isn't, I know, the topic of the video. What's going on here? Like, you talk about an over-engineered crane setup. If you look, the guy is changing the light in the stoplight there, and there's no traffic up there. That's a brand new road. No one's been up there, but the crane goes up, down, and over. I'm like, you know what? I'm taking that. Now let's see what it looks like in black and white. Yeah, I don't want to encourage anyone to have accents on the road, but there's some crazy stuff. Like, I just think that's a cool scene. That's like, what is that? What am I even looking at? I'm not that into equipment, road equipment. Yeah, and see, this is where that's a whole other thing. Like, going in and actually getting a better crop on it could even be something else. Because, like that, I don't know if that's the crop you're talking about, but it makes me wonder. See, I don't know if this one, I need to do some editing if I was going to do color on this one, just because the window was kind of hazy. But yeah, now that's where this is something else. The magic of the crop. I kind of like that extra cone there. I don't really do photography stuff too much other than on my phone, so that's a whole different level. But let me show you this other one. This is where this one's cool. I like that just because it's so random. This, you talk about these moments where I'm like, quick draw. I think in a way I want to have my phone like super ready to go. So that way it's like a lot safer. I mean, obviously it'd be great if I was just in the passenger seat and I could just be like, bam, bam, bam. So let's see here. I'll bring this one up. This one, I can't imagine this one's going to look good in black and white, but you never know. So I was driving, and this is classic. This is a welcome to Ohio sign. I'm coming back in. It's just downpouring. I'm like, oh my goodness, come on. Come on. Let's see what it looks like in black and white, though. Maybe it'll look cool. Kind of loses a lot on that one. Yeah, it doesn't add much to it, does it? It's there, but you almost don't even know what you're looking at first. I guess either one of them might not be that good. That's that like oversaturation orange. Yeah, and that's where, does my phone have sepia? This is where I need that Snapseed app. Like, shoot. Like exactly. And that's what's funny because that's where, yeah, you start looking. It's exactly, man. Potholes and orange cones. Potholes and orange cones. Okay, so I've been postponing this. Okay, there's two shots I want to show you, and I don't know how long we'll chit chat here. It's 11:25. As long as there's people hanging out, I guess I'll hang out too. But these are two photos that I absolutely was excited about. So let's see here. Okay. There we go. I like this one. Muddy water, okay? But I like the reflection. Now this one actually too, talking about earlier about crop, I think this one I'd probably bring in like that maybe. Just so it's sort of a, I don't have it set up to do that. Let's go into edit mode. Now I'm curious actually. I don't think I would do it on this one. Is this like too artsy to do this? No, I don't think I want to do that. No, it's too like, come on guys. What are we doing? But we'll do it and then go black and white. Can we do that? I don't think the water is clear enough. It's just so like, I don't know why I feel like it's a cliche. No, I don't like it. I'm interested in the black and white though, so I'm going to flip it back. Because, okay, so bring this back down. Now this is what's interesting about this. I kind of like that one in black and white. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, and that would be neat. So that's where if I did have like my editor set up to like just modify these things. This is the stuff like, I know sometimes I'll get caught in just kind of doom scrolling on Instagram and stuff, but every once in a while, usually when my phone doesn't have as much access to the internet, if like the data's low or whatever, I'll get into my photo album and I'll just like mess around with some of these photos. And that's where it's like, let's see here. I don't know why. It's really curious that in the settings, they don't have like that sepia, just that very subtle thing. But it would be neat to mess around it. And that's where it's like, I don't want to do too much editing to it. So that's where it's just either going full color or no color. Color or no color. At least in this one with black and white, you don't know that the puddle's like a dirty mud sinkhole, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Dustin, like that's where the puddle would be great candidate for desaturation brush. And that's where, yeah, it's like, it might be fun to get in here and just have a bunch of the photos already set up and just do some actual editing. Like I said, I don't do a ton of editing on photos anyways. So this is just kind of fun to hang out and see what you guys are saying. All right, so there, okay, I'm gonna show you this one photo. I just think this is so cool because this is the stuff you'll see when you're driving. And it's in passing, it happens in a second. But I was like so excited. As soon as I saw it, I was like driving, pulled my phone up. I didn't even look. I was just like click, 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 click. Boom. And look at that rolling. Look at that crazy looking rolling cloud back there. Like, what is going on? It's a little blurry because it was moving. I was moving the opposite direction, but I was like, I don't care. I like it. Now, I think I might have cropped this one and did some editing to it already. So what we're going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. So that way I can do editing on this one. Yeah. So I'll do the editing on this one. So we'll take it back. So let's take it back to what it was. That's what it was. Not too bad. Not too bad. And so now I'm curious just because, man, this, actually, I really like this. I mean, obviously this one's dull compared to like, I like just some of this. I wish the grass was green. That's where I could go in and maybe make the grass greener. This one, I have a feeling could look cool in black and white. Let's do it. So we're going to edit it. I don't know what I'm expecting. Like it's going to be some grand. Let me get in here, maybe get a better crop on it. And I don't know what I was thinking. I was kind of hoping it would just something more would happen. Let me see if I can just bring in some more texture. I don't know if it really adds much to this just because of how cool that sky is in the background. All right, Dustin. The way the cloud kind of mimics the trucks, as the George Lucas would say, that it rhymes. Yeah, okay, I've never heard of that's cool. Yeah, I think just because it was such, that one's gonna have to stay color, and I think I'd even go in and just really kind of soup up the color a little bit. And I don't remember, and it's hard to be picky about these photos because, like I said, that just happens super fast in passing. And yeah, he kind of like it black and white. And that's where I know, like I said, I don't know how I actually had this thing cropped and stuff. I think I had it more square than it is now. And I think I try to make that line a little straighter. And like I said, I was getting kind of mad. I'm like, oh man, I wish I would have did this. And it's like, it was 1 second, click. Or I did it a few times. And this was the only one that came out good enough. And so at least I got it to mess with later. But that one I was super excited with because this is stuff I know if you're driving on the road, you'll see this stuff a lot. How many trucks is that? That's 6 trucks. That's actually that's the most trucks I've seen. But it's stuff like that that I think about outside of AI. I don't know how often you see stuff like that in photographs. I'm just saying. All right. Don't need to go too many more into this. I'm just curious if I have any more that could be interesting. All right, I'm sure we got something here. Actually, I do got some. So let me just go back because these are more portraits. So this is where it'll be interesting. This photo, okay, this is where I'll bring this up. This photo, it's kind of fun in color because it's got the like the rustic blue wood painted like clouds. This is on the photo walk. I think we're pretty exhausted here. Let's see if this one looks good in black and white. I feel like this one does look, I think it looks kind of cool in black and white. And just because that's where it comes back to portraits, where it's just like, it's just something, just interesting textures. I don't know if how the crop is on it, if what I would do differently. I kind of like it just like that. It's not only because this is what I thought it was kind of neat about this. That it's sort of like a straight on shot, but it's obvious that she's laying down on the ground. So it's like this for it just makes you look at it for a second or two, like, okay. Oh, is she dead? Is she dead? Let me see. And I have another photo here. Let me try a different one. Same location. I really like this photo. I thought it was cool. This is iPhone. You ready for this? I was like, what? This came out so cool. Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. That's in portrait mode. That's where the iPhone, every once in a while, it just gets it. Oh, no. What am I doing? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's where it gets a little too proactive. Look at that. Like, what the heck? My phone's doing that? What's going on? Like, how cool is that? Meanwhile, we're paying monthly subscription to all these, like Adobe and all this stuff, and my phone just does this by accident. Okay, so this one, is this one going to look good in black and white? What do you think? Got a portrait. We got some cool colors. I don't know. Now, I'm curious, unrelated to this, if I actually did take a photo, because I did have a 35 millimeter camera with me. I hope I did. Oh, this is interesting. Let's just go to some of these oversaturation. That's the thing, though. When the lighting's pretty good, you can really... Oh, here we go. It's not bad. Obviously, like, it's a little overexposed there. Actually, let's see if we can bring some of that back. Let me jump back over here. Bring back some of that. That starts to look a little too grungy, maybe, for how colorful it is. But that is kind of cool. Yeah, I was talking about Adobe with all these subscriptions, and it's like, that's the ironic thing, Premiere Prep, right? That's what I was thinking. You might have to rework that name. Maybe I guess it's like a Premiere, not so much Adobe Premiere. Because for the monthly subscription Adobe's doing there, it's like, oh, AI. And it's like, okay, you're giving us some AI stuff, but what about all this other stuff that's just like, what? Yeah. So yeah, this one, I guess if nothing else, it's almost like a logo. Like, it looks pretty good in color, and it's like, it looks decent in black and white. So if it had to be printed in black and white, it would look pretty good. I think that this is one of those few times that I'm like really impressed with how the iPhone portrait mode, and I don't know if you guys, most of you probably have messed around with iPhones and stuff. What's so cool about this, I can go in and adjust the f-stop since I did this in portrait mode, and I can really make the background like extra blurry. Like, look at that. I think that's kind of cool. Make it black, make it back to color, and you can see the difference. Doesn't work all the time, and obviously, like, right around there, it's a little bit weird. But something that would just be a quick bio photo or something, I think that'd be neat. Let's see if there's any other ones as we're rounding things up here. And I'd only recently started to like categorize all these. Oh, Premiere Prep. You got rid of the E. That's perfect. Yeah, because DaVinci Resolve, which I haven't switched to completely, but I think it could be the next thing to invest in. But actually, I made a little video short about it, but I've been messing around with CapCut. I just used the free version. It is just so impressive how much it does for free. Okay, this will be an interesting one. And guys, I know you're just hanging out, so you can just, if you have to go, I won't be offended at this point. What are we at? 11:30. Oh yeah, we got till midnight, right? Here we are again at the parking lot. I went there at night. I just like this look. It's just kind of like, they're just kind of weird. I like the repetitious looking things, but they're all slightly different. I'm voting this one's going to be better in black and white, like 100% better. Just because the sky is so solid, and I don't really think it offers much in color. And, oh boy. Does it offer anything in black and white either? I don't know. It does. It does. Hang on. Let me. I needed to look away for a second, then to come back to it. I don't want to overexpose it. It's so bad too because a lot of these photos is like winter, and I'm just like photographing right through my window. I couldn't even roll my window down. I was just like, get it, go. Let's see here. Well. We knew we had to get that. We had to get that mousetrap up there to get Sweet Lou out here. Get him, boys. Hey Lou, how's it going? I'm just sitting here doing a little comparison, you know, because it's that very what is the word I'm looking for? It's an opinion. I need to get everyone's opinion on these things, and then I disagree with them, and then we go on. That's just how it works. But I was just going through here, just really. Okay, this is an interesting one. I didn't take this one. Oop, there we go. This one, the orange shoes. Look at those orange shoes. Let's see what it looks like in black and white. Oh boy, this is all phone photography. I think it's going to lose a little bit because everything already is so black and white. So this is almost like the photos we were talking about earlier, where it kind of looks like it's been washed out, except just the shoes, which the shoes are crazy colors. Let's see if we get rid of that. We just go black and white. Yeah, I think it does. It loses it. That's no good. It's funny because it looks like it's just changing the shoes. Look at that. Okay, so that's not the best example. Let's see. I'm getting deeper into the archives. I think I got some other ones that I think are pretty good. And yeah, Lou, it's good to see ya. He's on the wrong account. All those YouTube channels you got going on. All right. I appreciate you guys still watching. I know it's pretty much just photo after photo. Well, there's one. There's a selfie. I think this is going to look cool. Stop all the talking. Let's make it black and white. Yeah, see that? Put some grain on it and just say that it was shot with a 35 millimeter or something weird. Is it focus? Or just maybe just crop in like, and it already is does have kind of some grain. Yeah, I think pushing some of those images into black and white does make it just expose. Is that the term I'm looking for? Makes it look like a expose, an important film roll. Oh boy. Yeah, I think this one could work. Let's go black and white. That one kind of looks cool like that, but photography is so weird. There's sometimes I see stuff that I'm like, oh, that's cool. Then I'm like, have I seen this before? Probably a million times. I don't know. But I guess it's sort of like, it's still fun to be the one to try it yourself. What am I holding? Like, what is that? What is that? Yeah, this one I took. This one, and I'm thinking, where the heck is the camera? Why is my phone so low? I'm trying to remember what I was doing here. This is me because I always wear these stupid collared shirts. There's my arm rolled up. What in the world? The only thing I can think of is I did have a little tripod, and I'm wondering if I put it in the tripod that I was carrying and just held it upside down. Oh, unless... I have no idea. I have no idea. So that we just made this a little bit cooler, right? Yes, this is me thinking, oh, I know, I'll finally have a thing. My thing's going to be long shadows. The problem with that is you can only get long shadows either in the early morning or in the evening. And the sun's usually not out in Ohio. And I have like 4 photos. But at one point, I was trying to get the longest shadow. And I have this one I took on this hill in Virginia. And it just went clear down this road. It's on my old other phone, though. But yeah, the long shadow. I'm really curious where the camera is in this one. I took this one. It's just been a while and I don't remember. Oh, goodness. What I'm thinking, because I have it, actually, I have this phone right now, or this camera right here is on one. I think it's in the phone holder. I think the camera is right there. And if it's not, I have a feeling my arm is bent and I'm holding something under my arm, like this long pole. Because I was messing with this van and I remember I had to use like this broomstick to try to wedge this little grommet into place. I could be making this all up. Who knows? But I did take the picture. I was there, dude. But yeah, kind of going back to our original theme. See the color. And I've taken some different ones. The shadow looks more like more prominent in black and white, but that is a neat color. Yeah, that's difficult to know. I took a different one of the same thing. I was working on that thing for so many months. Okay, this will be interesting to see. Because I don't think this one is going to... Whoops, let me get that. There we go. Own photography, baby. You gotta go. You gotta shoot what you can, right? You gotta shoot what you can. Yeah, that other photo, Mike. That other photo is that magic disappearing camera. I don't know where I took the photo. I'm a mystery to myself. Yeah, and I did not have any sort of, this is just me with my phone, and I had super greasy hands. That's something else I have to figure out because I was trying to document working on a car, and that's where iPhone just isn't a good camera to use when you got greasy hands. I kind of think I need to get like a Ziploc bag or something. Maybe just put the phone in the glove, and then just, I don't know. I have to figure that out. But okay, this one, let's see what it looks like. Let's take this thing to the other side. I don't know which, it needs some harsh shadows, but I don't know if, does that do anything? It just kind of gets lost then. It looks almost like a brownie or something. Yeah, right. That's the thing with that. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we're gonna find. I'm gonna try to find another photo here that's good. Shouldn't be that hard, right? Okay. This is like, and I guess I shouldn't be so down on myself, but I'm like, I see all these cool street photographer stuff, and I'm like, I just pretty much have like whatever I can find. Some trucks in the parking lot, an old vintage truck, and then things like this. Which actually, I think this could be a cool photo. I think this is cool in color, though. We got the American flag back there. This was in Halloween last year. And those skeletons sell super fast. This is at Walmart. What will it look like in black and white? Oh, that's cool. So, Lou's editing some photos too. Well, there you go. You're actually doing like real editing. I'm just on my phone switching to black and white. But I guess, hey, it counts. I'm working my way up to it. I'm glad. Remember when everyone was wanting to do this? Like the LUTs? Put the LUTs. You need the LUTs. That's what this reminds me of. Just that hazy color. So. This one's interesting because turning it black and white kind of, I know that kind of makes it a little overexposed there. But what's cool about it, when it goes black and white, it almost kind of looks more like a laboratory and not like a Walmart. Where that's like more of a comical in color, but then when it goes black and white, Maybe get it like super cropped so it's like super symmetrical. I think that's kind of neat. It's one of those are those few times where it's just the thing with the phone, it's just not fun to hold. I think that's the biggest thing. I almost need to get a case that feels more like a camera. But I noticed that there are some unique scenes that you see, especially in grocery stores and stuff, that you see every time you're there, but you don't really think to photograph it. And I'm realizing, because the only other option is there's two ways to stand out as a photographer. Take photos 50 years ago, or take photos of stuff that other people don't take photos of, which is stuff you see all the time. And so stuff like this is kind of neat. Anyways, what am I talking about? Okay. What else we got? Okay, this one, and some of these photos I have taken in with my instant camera. All right, here's a good one. This is that morning light. This is good. Let's see what this looks like. There it is. That's it. I think this one just looks good in color. Oh, this isn't even the right, sorry, I don't have the right format. There we go. This is what it actually is supposed to look like. There, that's the actual formatting that I have, which I don't know. Maybe the crop was pretty good when it was square, but that's the actual thing. Actually, let's go back to the other one. I think I like it better. I don't know. Okay. Is this going to be any good black and white? I don't know. Yeah, it's something. It's something. You kind of totally lose everything in black and white. It looks almost like a tail or something. Sweet Lou's over there. He's converting negatives to NLP, non-linear profiles, new language I don't know. I don't know what that means. Man, I'm so out of touch with the jargon. I think this one needs to be color. That one's staying color. This is just a meme that I like. I love that. Okay, let's see here. Anything else? Are we bored out of our minds yet? No, of course not. Okay, these are actually good because it helps me think. Oh, that's the wrong crop. This is something I thought, yeah, this is just another scene you see. But who's taking pictures of this? Eventually, these trucks are going to be like old-fashioned trucks. There it is. NLP, Negative Lab Pro. Okay. And I have the Premiere package, or not Premiere package, but I have like the Adobe suite to do all that. I downloaded Lightroom once, like 5 years ago. It just seems like it's like one whole app that I gotta just learn again. Yeah, this one, and I didn't do any editing to this. Let's see if I did. Yeah, this one's just the way the thing. This is that thing where the photo, like the iPhone just sometimes captures stuff that's just like, what in the world? Let's see what this looks like in black and white. I know I was telling my one friend, I think the iPhone really shines like in the evenings and in the morning, like just with that dynamic. It's not even dynamic range. It's just this weird HDR thing that it does. Yeah, that's kind of like a newspaper thing. I like the yellow against the blue though in color. Like I think the yellow poles look cooler. This actually looks almost better, just like if it was cropped in like that. Actually, let's switch it to the square or the rectangle. I almost think like that would be a better photo right like that. And then I just kind of line it up so it's a little bit straighter. And just bring that in like that. Huh? Wouldn't that be cool? But in color. Can I make it back color again? Yeah, I think that'd be a fun photo right there. Boom, there's your postcard. Done. Oh my goodness. Is AI gonna just redo all these photos better? Okay, let's see what else we got. Yeah, and this is what, right? Like it's just those solid colors, right? And that's where it is. And especially like the yellows and stuff like that. I'm sure, and that's where I don't know. It's like I always feel like I'm. It doesn't. I don't know what it feels like. If it would feel worse or better to have like a legit camera in a location like that. I know sometimes when I get my phone out, I just feel like I don't know what I'm thinking. I know nobody actually cares probably, but I just feel like people are watching me like I don't know what. It just makes me feel like suspicious. So I just snap a picture and I'm out of there. But I do like those colors. They stand out. There was a photo here that when I saw it, I had forgotten that I had taken. And I got to be careful because sometimes I have photos that, okay, here, okay. Sometimes I have photos that other people have sent me that I just like and I save them. So I got to try to really categorize these. All right, this one. I don't get too excited about stuff, but this was like a retro style store. And, oh, I should have got that with my Polaroid camera. I'll send it through a Polaroid app. But here's what I liked about this. And I think I actually, yeah, I cropped it in. I liked, and it's actually cropped square. Like you can't really see it there, but I thought it looked better square. And of course, obviously it's like retro style. It's got like Kennedy and stuff in the window. But the thing I liked about this, because I was just passing by. Actually, look, you can see me right there. Dun, dun, dun. Got him. Got him. That's the guy. That's our man. There's the shooter. Wait, am I allowed to say that? The photo shooter. Okay, here we go. So I took this picture. And the thing I liked about this, I didn't really get to modify it too much, but the way the shadow just barely, very subtly comes across that chair. This one's almost not fair because if I make it black and white, it's just going to make it look like it literally is from the 60s. And we lose the yellows, which I think are the coolest part of that. But at least we can see the difference. I like the yellow chairs. Yeah, like Lou, like, and the black and white does no justice for this photo, I think. So I'm going to cancel that. But see, this is where I might have to try this one time. Maybe next time we get to hang out, I can bring some of my favorite photos, and then you can help me understand or at least go through and see like what the best crop is. Because, you know, like I said, I just was driving, I saw it, snapped it real quick. Oop, I don't want to give away too much. Hang on. I gotta hide the goods. There's only a few more good photos left. I didn't realize it at the time because I had been driving and I stopped real quick. This one I jumped out of my car to take and I just snapped it real quick. And I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. I've never seen this thing parked out there again with a trailer on it. A hearse with a trailer. And here's the funniest part. I don't know if you can see this license plate. It says either, I think it says you're next or you next. Look at that. But I was like, that's a cool photo. I don't know if it's the best composition, but I was just like, I just snapped it and I was like, went on my way. And then later when I was looking through my phone, I was like, what the heck? I went back there to shoot it with a film photography camera and it wasn't there. And every once in a while I'll drive by and there's one still parked in the driveway, but this must have been his buddy stopping by with his trailer. All right. You don't see that very often, right? A big moving trailer with a hearse, but let's see what it looks like in black and white. And I know Lou's been, you were messaging me like, so yeah, so I need to test out the Fuji X100F. And I don't even think I've even looked up that camera. And now I kind of am interested though. Let's see what Lou has to say. So screw what people think. Most of them probably don't even notice. It's like Dr. Seuss said. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. Oh, wow. Dr. Seuss bringing it. Dr. Seuss bringing it. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. Yeah, I heard that rephrased. Somebody said, do you know me enough to know my phone number? And if the answer is no, then it's like, well, then you don't know me enough to make those calls. Something like that. Dr. Seuss said it better. So what do you think? Hmm. I don't, I mean, it looks kind of grungy. This one looks just a little too grungy in black and white, I think. Hey, Not Alone, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. I'm glad you posted something. I want to see some more videos up on your YouTube channel. I think I was the first to like. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, when I get done with this stream, Lou, I'm going to check out that camera, the X100F. Is that a film camera? I'm assuming it is, or is it digital? I don't know. I've been out of the loop. Yeah, and let me look here. And it might just be, I'm not like, I don't shoot HDR. I have that turned off on my phone. This is an iPhone 13. It's an older one. And so I don't know. I know there are settings, like if you have the HDR turned on, it really pops. But yeah, the yellows really stand out. Look how, I love the texture of that. I really was hoping to see that thing again. Because I personally, if I could, I'd like to go out and get a complete profile. I think it'd be a cool, wide profile. But take what I can get, right? Thanks again to everyone for stopping by and hanging out. I know I don't do this that often. Let's see what we got here. And it's tough because I am nostalgic, so I'm just like, I see a picture like that, and I'm like, it's cool. It just reminds me of what someone might have seen a long time ago, even though I don't know if O'Reilly was around back then. Is this one going to look any good? Let's find out. I don't know if it does because it's like the red on red. 24-hour marathon starts now. Thanks, Aaron. Whoa, Aaron, what are you doing up, man? It's almost midnight. You better go to sleep. Yeah, see the reds, and it actually looks like they almost match. I can't remember. I think I ended up going in there. I don't know if I talked to that guy that had that thing or not. It is funny. It's like that thing where just because I do enjoy looking at, like most people, I enjoy looking at nice looking cars, and it makes me frustrated when I see things like cars like that. They're probably really reliable cars. They're just not fun to photograph. But luckily, it gets overshadowed. What's that car? Chevy? I don't know what that is. I was just thinking, when's the last time you saw a Chevy Cavalier, a 1990 Chevy Cavalier? Huh? They're all rusted out. I haven't seen one in years, but like everyone I knew had them when I was in high school. All right, so that one I'm going to say that one's stained color. I'm actually excited to go back and look at some of these because I forgot I took some of these. What? Let me look. I'm laughing because I'm like, what in the world? Oh, some of these are pretty good, guys. What? I have the wrong composite. There it is. That's me. I reached over the fence, put my phone upside down so the camera lens was down as low as it would go. And look how cool, like, I guess it almost looks like fog or like smoke, but I think just the way the sunlight was coming through. That one's not too bad. I like it. I'm a big fan of zoom lenses and wide angle. And Aaron's busy watching this live stream, man. We're gonna bust open a bunch of Pokemon cards later, so be sure to keep watching. Yeah, right, Mike. Things I didn't know if you were still hanging out. I know sometimes it's easier just to hang out and multitask and stuff, but yeah, they're conspiring something. I don't know if you can zoom. I can just zoom with my regular lens, but let me see here. So let's just go into black and white because we got to stay with our theme. I'm thinking because of the one chicken on the right, I think it's going to be a little too dark, but I don't really like it in that gray tone, so let's make it... It's interesting. Actually, I kind of like it. I kind of like this black chicken over here. It just stands out more. It's because he's like the only one. I guess they're all girls, aren't they? It's not a rooster. She's over here. Yeah, guys, that's an accidental super artsy shot. Accidental super artsy shot. It's like, kind of neat. Super artsy. When it goes black and white, it's like, what are you doing out here? Get the photographer out of here. We don't need any more photos. Get the paparazzi out of here. I'm happy with that one. I'm gonna have to rewatch this stream so I can go and know which photos to change to black and white or not. This was me trying to be kind of artsy. I think this is actually pretty zoomed in. Yeah, it's pretty low res. So I'll just say that it's film. Um, this one might look better in black and white. I don't really like the colors at all. Because this was a weird thing when I drove by. I was like, oh, that's a neat shot. And I slowed my car down and I was shooting right through the windshield of the car. All the trucks are yellow. I'm like, aren't they usually, fire trucks are usually red, aren't they? Let's see here. Hey, Leo, first live show I caught in the last year. Moving to the East Coast. All right, there you go. Yeah, you're on the East Coast, Leo. Good to have you in. We're just going through. You can watch the replay if you missed anything worthwhile. I've been changing photos to black and white, and then really double thinking my entire life after I do it, because I think this one's going to be better in black and white. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I don't like that it's such a low resolution. I keep putting it on that monotone, but I don't like it where it's like gray. It's possible I just don't like this photo. But I took it. But knowing that it's there with all those, I'll have to maybe drive by there again. I think if the sun was hitting it differently, like if the sun was actually earlier in the morning and it was hitting the front of every one of those trucks, that would be cool. Or I could just go in and Photoshop it and make them all red. Aaron's here for the unsolicited chicken content. Well, I got you covered, man. We got chickens. Look at this posse over here. Oh, look at this one. What's this one doing over here? What's that one doing? I like that look. Look at that look. Now this is where, let me change the composition here real quick. This is where I almost think, maybe not. I don't like cutting that one. Actually, that might look kind of cool. Like that composition. Bring it in a little bits in case somebody wanted to frame it. This is where I cut off one of the chicken's heads right there in the back. We could fix that with AI, right? Thanks, Adobe. We could fix that. Is this one going to look good in black and white, though? That's the real question. Aaron really he's really into chickens. You eat eggs, right? You've had an egg before. These things lay eggs. You can eat those, then they're really good. You got to try it. All right, so let's see here. Well, we're in the wrong, it's all about format. There we go. Only the best for my viewers. We're going to make this black and white. Yeah, I'm in. I like it. Now, and a lot of this stuff, I definitely will say that, wow, you know what, guys? It takes a second for me to register stuff. I know that these are photos I took, and it's just, this whole stream is just pretty much me going, ooh, I like it. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. This one's really cool. How many times did I say cool in this stream? I like this one because look at all the chicken heads are all sort of looking in different places, but there's this line. I wish I could point on the screen. If you look at the front chicken, then you see the one right directly behind her, and it kind of goes up and over, and your eye just kind of flows with the darker chicken, then the light one, then another dark one. It's like a perfect stack of chickens. Now, here's the thing. Imagine these things in color, chopped up on a grill. Huh? No. But only because they're kind of like not the most interesting color. They're like tan. In black and white, though, I like it. This is where I would experiment with a Photoshop AI, and I would probably come in and try to get an extra inch out of this photo and just see if I can get that chicken so her head's not cut off. Or I would use this front chicken and use some of that head, and then, because I think that would be a cool photo with about 2 more inches of fence. And actually, while we're here. Oh my, I do have Photoshop open. I'm going to bring it in. Yeah, guys, live in action. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you because I don't have that screen set up. I'm going to airdrop this. Let me see if I can do this. Can I do this? Come on. Why is it not working? It's always something, isn't it? Oh, well. I wanted to see if I could edit that. What in the world? Why can't I? Oh, I turned off my Wi-Fi. That's why. Let's see if I can just get it on 2 seconds. You guys are already hanging out. What are you doing? Just keep watching your show. Okay, here we go. I'm going to airdrop this to my computer. And then it probably would make more sense to try to capture that and show you guys what we're doing. Wouldn't it? All right, I'll see what I can do here. Let me just download. Let me just open it up in Photoshop and get it ready for you. So I think what I can do is I can add it. So I'll do that for you. So I'm going to capture. I'm going to... Is it going to be screen capture? I forget. I'm new here. So I think it'd be fun. I don't think it's a screen capture. I want to do... It's... I forget. We're going to just hang out here because I forget how to do it. Let me just bring it in real quick. Oh, man, I got to show you guys what we're doing here. What am I doing? Come on. We're hanging out. We'll figure this out. I set up this whole thing. I just forget how to do a screen share. Yeah, and you know what else I forgot? I totally forgot. I don't even know what these were. There was something else I did. I think it was for the main one. Oh, screen capture. Because this was something else I was experimenting with. This is a sneak preview. And this is why it's so crazy. This is my rant cam that I wanted to rant about some Polaroid stuff. And I don't know if it actually works the way it's supposed to. It acts like it's not working correctly. And it might just be a delay. But that was my rant cam. So I know I can do this. So we're going to go back. And it's a screen capture. So we're going to screen capture it. And I'm going to do Adobe. In case any of you haven't done this, I want to show you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't want that. You're seeing it all. Let me just do this real quick. I'm just going to get rid of it just so you don't see it. Oh, then I can't see it. Super cool. Yeah. Cool. Well, we're going to do it live. So we're going to go like this. And then I want to go like this. And then I got to change this to application capture. And then I want Adobe. Application is Adobe. Right? Hit OK. And then it doesn't work. Super cool. Awesome. Love it. Why can't I see my mouse? Come on, guys. Like, how? Why? Application capture. Window capture? No. Oh, wait. It is there. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah. There we go. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay, let me just resize this. This is all happening in real time. My goodness. Here we go. We'll edit that out. Okay, so here we are. We're in the chicken world. We're going to expand the canvas. Canvas size. We're going to, I think it's like that. We're going to make the height, we'll make it bigger. Okay, so we got more height. Now, as far as I know, I can do this. And I think we need to, yep, it just needs to cover a little bit. And this is how easy it is. Like, I just hit this and hit enter. I'm not doing anything. I know the chat's gone for a second, but I'll be back. Is the chat gone? Where's the chat? Let me see here. You guys ready for this? Seriously. Thanks Adobe. Like you actually, oh my goodness. Look at this. What in the world? Guys, what in the world? Like, okay, before and after. You ready? Look at this. It This is where this is that one thing currently that's like, okay, I'm glad I have the prescription. I'm glad I have the prescription to Adobe. But look at this. Now it's actually cropped to where I can go in and actually I have the whole entire chicken there, and I can go in and use that. If I wanted to print it, then there's a nice edge for somebody. Oh my goodness. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so that's super cool. Yeah. Yeah. So like that is one of those things where it's like, now, of course, it won't be long before there's free ones, right? I mean, but that's where it's like you have to think about your monthly subscription, but just being able to just tap on that. Now here's what's funny. Let's do this just out of fun, since we had it turned on right now. It gave us some other options over here. So let's see. I think they're all pretty good though. Like, what in the world? Look how good that is. 3 different fences. That one's not that great, but that one and that one, they're different but the same. Actually, I like this one better because look at that, the right side right here. That looks cool. Now here's what's fun. Let's save this. Actually, it's all different layers. So we're going to go in here. Now this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to have fun. This is going to go off the deep end here. Now I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to type in here. There's a box that you guys don't see. And I'm going to type gold chain necklace. Then we wait. And for some reason, it's not showing you the menus, but it just goes through a little like waiting menu. So it's like scrolling. Got about 10 more seconds. Look at that. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. What is that made out of teeth? Is that human teeth? Let's see. It gives you 3 options. So there's that one. And there, ooh, that's weird. That kind of is weird. But there's that. And this is all non-destructive. Let's give it tennis shoes. I don't know. Yeah, shoes. And we'll wait. Yeah, and it's all, like I said, non-destructive. It's all just layers on top. You can see them on the right-hand side there. And we wait for it. Wait for it. Didn't do it. It didn't know what to do. I said shoes. It didn't like that, so we'll get rid of that. Actually, let's go crazy. I don't even like the necklace anymore. I do like the fence. Let's just go like this. When I'm highlighting, oh, you can see the highlighter. I'm gonna put convertible car. Right? I didn't spell it right. Let's see what it does. See if it puts the chicken inside of a convertible car. Midnight. This is what, oh my goodness, come on. Come on. I didn't tell it what color. Now it gives us 3 options. So let's see what our other options are. Oh, look at this crazy looking thing. It didn't do it that good on that one. And see, here's the thing. It's like they're weird cars. Like you can see the resolution is just like really not that great. But here's what I think is kind of cool. Let's get rid of that and let's just try it again. Actually, I'm going to say this. And I'm just going to type. What am I doing here? I'm going to try to get more of it. There we go. Riding a Harley, right? There we go. We're going to wait for that to go. I apologize because I realize. Yeah, we need. I'm going to add another chicken. I'll do that. Okay. That's a good idea. Sorry, I got all these screens open and it keeps disappearing and I keep losing. That's riding a Harley motorcycle? No. Oh, come on. Okay, so let's go back and see, like, yeah, what Aaron was saying. Let's add another chicken. Let's push it to the limit. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of that. Can this is where I have not gotten this thing to do. Like, let's do here. I would love longhorn, leghorn, for foghorn, leghorn chicken. I'd love to add that. I highlight it. Let's just say chicken. No, let's make it a rooster, right? Here we go. By request. This is literally just water. Guys. Nice. What in the world? What in the world? Hey, another chicken. Which one do you like best? Ooh, that one's only got one leg. What is this thing? Wow. Now here's what's cool. This rooster, you see how it's like just kind of, it's made specifically for that location. And what's really wow, we didn't even think about it. It blends in perfectly. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that worth $50 a month? Right, or whatever. I don't know what the Adobe thing, what they're charging nowadays. Somehow I got grandfathered into this lower price, but man, that's neat. For this kind of stuff, I think the best thing that we got was this extension of the fence. So I'll be throwing that up on the Etsy store if you want to go. I know. All right, so I'm glad we got that figured out. I'm going to jump back here so I can see the chat. I think I figured out too. I'm going to just close this down. Actually, I want to save that. So I'm going to save that. Let me get back here. Okay. Little pause where, and there's so many windows going on here. I want to save this so I don't lose it because that was a good fence that it made. That's the only thing too I noticed. It doesn't, every time you do it, it's different. You can't bring it back. So if you like something, you better save it because it could generate a better one, but can't guarantee it. Yeah, it's $50 a month to edit chicken photos. That's just how we do it. Let me see here. Out of curiosity, I had to turn off my Wi-Fi because it was connecting. There might be a little bit of a hiccup here. I want to see. Now we got super distracted with those chicken photos. I want to see if there's just anything else that might be worth looking at, even though we've kind of exhausted the whole black and white or color thing. Oh, actually, wow, now I'm getting deep into here. This one, let's see. This one, I actually like the composition and the sky. It could look cool. It could look cool. Let's see what we got here. Boom. Into this. That's the thing, like, what's someone going to do with a black and white photo of trucks? Like, why would I care to look at this? And that's what makes me think if they were all part of like a catalog. I think if I kept it in color, it needs to have some editing just because it's just so... It'd be great if the sidewalk was wet. Hey, Mike, thanks for stopping in, man. Oh my gosh, 12:30. You made it. You did it. You still got it, man. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you're able to have some fun. If nothing else, you can see how crazy Photoshop is. But for now, I can edit anything if you need anything edited. Okay. So there... Yeah, I think a lot of these would just look nice in a black and white book, because it's just kind of like, in my mind, there's nothing that interesting to look at. And that's the other reason why I've been so excited when I've been using my Game Boy camera, because it's so lo-fi and it's black and white, so it really is just different. It makes regular things you see a lot of. It's kind of neat to see some of these photos because I'm seeing like little tendencies. A lot of cat photos. I got a lot of cat photos. Is there anything else here? Let's see. Let's see. This one I don't think is going to be good at all in black and white. This was at a toy convention, and I just liked the symmetry and the colors. This would actually, I think this would be kind of a fun photo, like a poster. And that's something I haven't done. I've never printed anything big. Would I want this big? They're not necessarily the Hot Wheels that I like, but let's see what it looks like in black and white. It's not like the old days. Like printing in black and white doesn't really save you that much money. Like if you're going to get a publication, like a self-published book or something made, I don't think it really matters if it's color or black and white, does it? Just run through the same things. This one's totally not worth doing color, black and white. Like so much more fun in color. Not even an option. Maybe this one could. I kind of like how he's so camouflaged in there, that little bird, but his little orange beak's there. Boring. Boring. Yeah, it almost looks like a pencil. It could be a pencil sketch. This is like a picture I'd give to someone and be like, all right, if they're like in school or something, I'm like, here's your ink drawing assignment. Good luck. Sheesh. Let's see what else. If I have anything else good. I only recently started saving photos. I wish it was an easy way to save pictures. This was something I saw in a parking lot. Look at this. Like, that's cool. I can't believe this guy just leaves this on his car. Like, how did nobody take this? Like, every time I would leave the store, I'd be like, is it still there? Let's see what this looks like, though. I think this would just be unfortunate if it was. It actually looks kind of cool. And this one's been cropped. I think I took this with my older phone. And yeah. I know, like, I have a feeling if you were around, I wonder if this thing would still be sitting on the top of that guy's car. Because that looks vintage. But I just realized seeing this in black and white, as soon as I turned to black and white, I really noticed the sky, or the reflection in the blue car. Kind of looks like a sky. Now it makes me wonder. Let's flip it. Whoa. No, it doesn't do anything upside down. What am I doing? I think this one, I'll have to go back. I hope I can track this original photo down. This is one of those things where I really hope I backed it up on somewhere else. I don't know when I took it, because it already kind of looks like film, but I cropped it as a perfect square, and I'm wondering if it's because I uploaded it to Instagram and I don't have the original anymore. But I hope that I do, because this is like one of those moments where it's just the things that you just see. It's kind of the fun of having the phone in your pocket. You just take it and you got it with you. What do I've got? All right, there's got to be something else here. Something else. What else we got? Why is it saying that there's words in that photo? That's weird. Yeah, let's see. Well, I don't know if you'd take this, but this is the inside of a VHS camcorder. Let's see if it looks any less or more interesting in black and white. Doesn't look terrible. It just doesn't really have a point. Like the shadows, I don't like the shadows. I don't really like it. I like the green. I don't even know if I like the photo. This one just isn't even. Is it even worth looking at? I don't know. I don't know about that one. All right, sorry. That they're not all going to be winners. Okay, let's see here. Hmm. Here's the photo. I'm glad you look at that other picture. But what about this one? Would you look at this one? Look at that. Would you look at that? Look at that. Let's edit it and see what we got. Hmm. Is that even comfortable? Hmm. You almost think it's a bear at first. It's funny looking at this is not, this is just a box that the cat was sleeping in, and we as in me and the cat, he didn't really have a choice. I just took a picture of him. He got in and went to sleep, and that was it. That was the last I ever saw of him. I knew I shouldn't have left it outside by the garbage can on Monday morning. Okay, so let's see here. Let me get rid of this. Gosh, okay, we've been talking about like an hour and a half. How many more photos do I need to turn black and white? Because I've actually already gone full circle where now I'm like wondering, do I even like it? Look how dumb this picture is. This is like awful picture. Like this is one of my, I should delete. Where does the delete button on this? I don't even know. What is this even? Let's make it black and white just to see. Let's see here. This one actually, just because the interesting thing with portraits of people, portraits are cool. Oh, is it? Wait. Oh, dude, I thought that was. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. That. Oh, yeah, that is. Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure which is. But, anyways, the front of this one, that yellow truck is the coolest thing. Do you still got that yellow truck, Aaron? Because, why didn't I get a phone call if you got rid of it? What the heck? But I think this one just doesn't do justice to turn it black and white because it's so bright. That's the big thing. It's just such a bright, contrasting thing. I guess if I brought back some of this in the back. Good, good. You still got it. That's good. So I think we're getting down to the final countdown here. Oh boy, this one. Now here's what's cool. This is where it's good because we don't even know this, whether you know it or not. We're living in that time where it's going to be 20 years ago or 30 years ago. And this was Toys R Us, my old hometown. And this isn't even here anymore. Like, this is completely revamped. It's a whole building built in front of it. And I got it just enough. I can't imagine this is going to look any good in black and white, but maybe it will. Maybe it will. Thanks for hanging out, man. I don't know. We got a couple people still hanging out and just kind of lurking around. That's cool. But hey, man, as long as you're up, I'm up. We're just doing this. I'd be up here just watch. Look, this is what I do by myself anyway, so this is fine. I just don't think it's that blue. It's just the blue and the yellow. You gotta just say color. That one's got to stay color. Black and white does nothing for it, but I got it. And that's the thing where it's like, at least I have the photo to have an opinion about it, right? 2021. Let's see if there's any utter ones. Wow, I don't have a lot of photos saved. I was going as favorites at least because I'm like, what the heck? A lot of cat photos. A lot of cat photos. I think we get the idea. I think we get it. I took this picture for the Tubbs Club. And I thought this was like a whole setup because the amount of effort it took. Those are those giant dinosaurs, Aaron, that we got from that guy. It's the only time I think they're still sitting somewhere outside under a tarp or something. I don't know what I'm doing. So let's see what this looks like. This is useless. What are we doing? Oh my goodness, we just lost it. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Control error. My phone like went crazy for a second. Oh man, I wanted to see that picture too. I don't even know where it is. Shoot. We lost it. Let's see if this one's, we can bring this one back maybe. This is your classic pizza wing photo. I mean, how many times you get this? All the time. Why? Why? Why are these my wings? Why? I'm not even going to bother changing that one to black and white because it looks so good as it is. Are there any more? I did something recently where I started looking up more. Like looking up in the sky, and I saw this building right here that I thought was kind of neat. Let's see if we can bring this up here. This one right here. So, and this is like typical thing. I'm like, all right, let me get the line. I wanted to try to get it perfectly separated. What's it gonna do in black and white? Let's find out. Yeah, it's something. It's something. Me. I like the color, I think, on that one too. But it's like not even, it's a weird sculpture. These things are always weird to see that, but it's like, would I even want to ever look at that again? Like, maybe. Maybe. While I found this one though, I did just come across another one. This is on my thrifting channel. Dude, this is like, oh, that's wrong. This is hilarious. Look at this. It was perfect. The guy's got a hatchet, I'm pretty sure. There's my thrift store photography. Let's see what this looks like in black and white. I don't know if it really does justice, really. Oh, what is going on? My phone's like freaking out. Yeah, I don't think that one's any good. Not going to bother with it. Leave it how it was. I just enjoyed that picture. I thought it was a good one. Oh, here this is back to my, those who've been watching since the beginning, I was talking about my long shadow photos. Look at that. That's a pretty long one. Pretty long one, must say. Take a look. Yeah, I'd be okay with that being in black and white. It would make way more sense if it was just a lot of different photos with that, but that's the thing. I'm like not that committed. It's like, do I really? Because I keep thinking like, I don't even know if I want to look at these pictures if it's just my shadow and a bunch of weird. But this is actually a cool shot, so had to be there, right? I can't believe I've been talking about black and white and color photos for almost 2 hours. I like this one in color, 100% in color. This is a cool photo. It's just random. Long legs so I can walk faster. Yeah, that's with my long shadows. So this one, I can't imagine this. This might look better. Like, not better, but maybe better. I'll let you guys decide. And it's like, which black and white? I think the color looks better because of that cool yellow. It's on the window as well. This was a crazy situation. I saw this thing on Facebook events. They were decorating this school to make it like a haunted school, and the entire school, like floors of this place, was decorated. and they had us walking around this old haunted school, and it was what is going on? I just had to look real quick. Wow, this thing's like way behind. Oh well. Am I still streaming? Did this thing shut off? I don't know. Okay, sorry. I got a little distracted. I think I clicked something and I got away from my actual live. There we go. We're back. Doesn't take much. So with this, it could work in black and white. It just doesn't have, I like the colors. I think the colors look way cooler on this one just because even that wall kind of matches the yellow. But I guess that's sort of, like I said earlier, it's sort of that thing. Like if you have a really good photo, it kind of looks good with color or without. Is there, I would love to have one really good one to end on. That would be fun. It's my car photography. Yeah, see, random things you see on the street. What in the world? Non-potable water. Guys, what is that? Okay, so let's edit it. This thing in black and white is going to look like something from like Vietnam or something. Right? Except for the hood of that stinking car. Which maybe that's kind of the fun of it. I don't even know. Is any of this even fun anymore? Because AI is just, I feel like I just bring this into Photoshop and just type in a truck and it would just make this truck. Non-potato water. Non-potato water. Do I do it? Do I dare? All right, you know what? We're in the bonus round right now. If we're up this late, I'm sending this over to my design team. And I'm going to take it into Photoshop. Aaron, that's a good idea. I'm going to send it. Okay, here we go. So let me set this up for you so you guys can watch the magic happen. We still got chickens. All right, so I'll get this ready real quick. How do I do this? So we got that saved, and then we're going to open our new folder. It's so funny when I am editing and stuff, and like watching these live streams, I'm like, how did I even figure that out? Like if you saw the chaos, I wonder if there's a way to even show you. Yeah. All right, let's stay on track here. We're going to go over here. We're going to highlight this hood. Why is this so small? Sorry about that, guys. What the heck? Oh, that's why it's so small. So you can actually see everything. So let's get rid of the hood. Now I'm going to go crazy and I'm going to come over here and also get rid of this car back here too by holding shift. Now I can highlight both things. I'm not going to type anything. I'm just going to hit enter and wait to see what happens. Oh boy. 3, 2, 1. Can we get one? Can we get one? Just wow. Boom. Wow, isn't that wild? So wow, that is crazy. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know it was there. Now that's a cool little photo, don't you think? Now I wonder, let's see here. Let me do this. Let's just see. So I think this looks cool like this, but we can go in here and I can do some, I guess you can't see the pop-up menus that I'm seeing, but I can go in and kind of modify. Oh, that's a little too much. Don't like that. A little too much. But what's crazy is, well, let's see here. Let's do this. What? Oh my gosh. All right. Here we go. Delete everything else and make it look like Vietnam Battle. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Now, this is what's kind of, I only did it, I don't know if it was, I think it was in the beta. You kind of have to be careful because obviously it's connected to your account. And when I tried to type in war scene, it did not like that and it gave me a warning. So I guess we'll try it and see. So let's slowly just start getting rid of stuff, which I don't even know. I guess you just do it like this. Like everything, even the roads. I don't even type anything. I just hit enter. Wasn't that crazy though, seeing that chicken? Just boom, chicken. And you wonder, like, why did it cross the road? Ooh, oof, oof. How did it handle it? Handle it, handle it. Oof. Does not like letters. Let's see what some of the other options are. It does everything except letters, but here's what's cool about this. This is where that's good. Actually, is that good? I think that's better, right? What's the original? Pretty crazy. But this is where we go in here. I merge that, and then since I do have some Photoshop skills, I'll just bring that over. This is where I have to manually do it. And I'm just copying the one from the left and putting it on the right. And there we go. We're right back in business again. There. Different but the same. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to make it look Vietnam-y, right? Or just make it like a war. Now this is where it has subject. Let's see. Oh, it did do, what did it grab? It kind of got some of that weird background and then that thing too. So you can go in and then you can kind of go like this and manually do stuff. This is where I wish it had AI to tell, like to say, nope, select it again. You know, but I'll just do this just briefly. I'm doing like a reverse select so I can just get rid of this stuff faster. And I think this, we can go like that. Good enough. Okay. So now let's select it. We'll reverse it and then I'll just type war. We'll see if it gives me a warning or anything. Ooh. 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 Okay. That's something. It's something. Let's see what options we got. Wow, it's kind of crazy. And even almost put like water or something in the background. Isn't that kind of eerie? Like from here, you this is why it's good to mess around with this stuff because like it's hard to tell now. Like this is up close, you could totally like let me zoom in here. You really can tell like it's just like weird little anomalies. But for people that aren't used to seeing this, I mean, even when I did this really generic cutout up here, it like doesn't make sense. And I could even go like this. Let's do this. Let's just highlight this mountain back here with the truck. And I'll just say mountain with a face profile. Let's see what happens. We're ending at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. We're shutting it down. Was there a bug in that? Where's my face profile? Come on. Lame. Nothing. Okay. So that kind of was lame. That's where it's like it'd be easier if I did this and just put like giant dog sitting. See what it does. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Aaron. Like, oh my goodness, what in the world? What kind of weird creature is that? This is where Adobe. Why are they? Why are they holding out on us? Like, what is this? That's not even. Like, come on. I'm using Midjourney and stuff, and this isn't even remotely good. That's where I think Adobe specifically is focusing all their efforts to make landscapes and things and like hands. Some of this stuff is hit or miss. Let's do this then. This is how crazy this is. I'll go like this. I'll say hand holding truck. So it looks like it's a Matchbox car. Let's see if it does that right. I think it'd be kind of fun. Giant arm coming down from the sky. Just when you get your hopes up. What? Come on. Come on. Not even trying. Not even trying. But the cool thing is, we went from this to this pretty quickly. And you think if you're just trying to make a rendering, I almost think if I can reselect everything, let me go back. I can't go back. Oh well. You get the idea. You get the idea. Guys, what an adventure. What an absolute adventure. Were we on it? Like, we were on it. But yeah, so that is how you oh, I got my name covering up the chat. Yeah, at least they had the fingers right. Anyways, obviously this stuff's old news, right? Adobe gives us just enough. I think the coolest thing is seeing that fence. If you were here, you saw the fence in the chicken photo. That's something, I feel like that, even though it's altered photo, in my mind, it's like there's no victims in that kind of an edit, because the reason I'm trying to do that edit is so if I would want to print it, I can frame it and have that 1/2 inch around. Now, of course, on the artistic side, it is sort of cheating in a sense, because I feel like it's like I didn't quite have the composition right. So as a photographer, I shouldn't be allowed to just go in there and just say, well, just invent more composition that never existed. There was fence in that one. There was fence. I don't think I have anything left to talk about is the problem. Let me just do one thing here real quick. I do think there is, I know we went through all the photos that I think should be black and white, color, and all that stuff. I want to see if I have something. More car photos. These things are crazy, though. Let me bring this up here. Those trucks, I've been seeing them. I love them. I love them. They look like giant. They look like those circus things that shoot out the people. Right? And I've been trying to get a perfect profile. There's one that's colored with like almost like a red, white, and blue theme. I'll take anything I can get. In fact, let's make it black and white. Because everything's, the colors aren't that bad. It's just kind of a boring green. Where then maybe there it is black and white. Or maybe there it is white and blue. I don't think this is where it's kind of cheating, because this doesn't really feel like black and white. This is like monotone. It's the same thing. I think I need to see the back of that truck though to really make that, because I think I would want to crop in. Let me go back to my other setup. I think this should be like, it probably would need cropped like that. And even then though, it's not really there's more to the truck than what's there. Even though that's kind of boring. It's just soft. I think I would make it a little bit more contrasty. Let's see if there's any other ones. So my mom had an 80th birthday. And out of all the photos, I thought this was the coolest one. This is the stuff I love, just the candid stuff. And unfortunately, I think one of my sister's not even in it. She's like in the other room. But I like how we're just all like, they're all doing something. They're all looking. This could be cool. And this is back to the portraits because I don't have a ton of portraits that I've experimented with. Yeah, see, that just has like a fun look in black and white. Yeah, I think that's kind of neat. Something about the silver, that's just me. Where it's just that silver has that neat look to it. Yeah, and see that thinking back to that truck, somewhere on one of these phones or hard drives or somewhere, I got a photo. Yeah, I don't think I have it saved on here. I was so excited because there was a red, white, and blue one, but it was passing in the other lane. So I thought I'll snap a photo. I don't think I saved it. I just wanted to get a photo of it just for reference. Just keep an eye out for it. Now it's like, of course, it's the sought after one that I just can't track down. Like I'm out driving trying to get one of these. That'd be hilarious. Oh, here, I'm glad I got this. I was just seeing this the other day, thinking of this the other day. These are these little moments where I feel like, oh yeah, maybe I am kind of an arty. I'm an arty person. I'm artistic. Composition's bad. That chair's still there though. I might have to do it better because I liked, there's the yellow M and then the yellow chair. The problem is, I think this is the only, yeah, that's the only picture I got. I probably, if it was in my car again and leaving, and I think I would want to get a photo of this straight on so it was more symmetrical, because I like how the M in the logo matches the yellow chair. And look, even the handle on the broom, come on. Like it looks like a stage thing. This is behind a Goodwill. This is where the workers go back there and smoke cigarettes, right? But yeah, I don't think that composition really shows it enough. I think I need to show more of the trash can so you really get the whole thing. If I got maybe the whole trash can in there, and then you saw this little seat pinched behind the corner. At least I got this one, but let's just see. Let me just edit it and see if the black and white. Of course not. Of course not. Because we already know with the yellow is the best part. Yeah, and I know there's a little delay, but like, yeah, thinking of the portrait, I was happy with it. Like I liked it. That's the stuff that I think is fun, just getting those little moments captured. And I actually think, so this is one I took of my friend Chris. Let's bring this up here. This one's good. Again, portrait mode. Portrait mode. Look at these colors. And look at that in the background. I didn't even get to see that stinking thing. The Cat Video Festival. And it did a really good job. I'm sure really, I mean, I would say film photographers, people that really know what to look for, they would notice that this is like not real depth of field. But to just look up with my phone, put it in portrait mode and snap that, I was like, that's good. Let's see what this looks like. The colors are so cool. What a disappointment to turn this black and white. But we got to do it. I think it still works. It kind of, you know, magazine. Then I jump back here. This is how you know. See that? The lighting was coming through, bouncing off this window, so it looks like the thing's lit. Like this looks like a lit photo. This thing's lit. And I know there's a little bit of delay, Dustin, but like it is interesting because this one again, the yellows and blues. it's kind of cool because it's like so much attention. Actually, let me go in here and just see something. Let me change the f-stop. Let's take down the fuzzy background. So this is how, this actually almost looks better when it's less defocused, doesn't it? Because this is what the actual photo looks like raw, right? Like it's in the camera. They're out of focus, but man, maybe I had it turned up too much. I just didn't like it that it was that obvious, where I didn't like that it was like cat video fest. But it's cool to think, look how much I can make it go away. I love it. I love it. Look at that. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. So I guess right about there, yeah. So personal preference, cat video fest. It gets too much attention. It needs to be like that. So I look at the guy holding the camera. Otherwise it's like cat video fest. Let's see what it looks like though. Like this in color. Oh, I can't do that in color? Come on. This is how we're going to do it in color. There. Wow. Look at that yellow. That yellow is really popping. I don't think I have anything turned up on this. Oh, I do. Yikes. I have a lot of stuff turned up. Let's... got a lot turned up. There we go. So, yeah, that's a tricky one. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? Actually, we'll do that. For the next one, I'll bring it in color, or I'll bring it in black and white. But for this one, this is sort of more of a thing of how blurry to make the background. And I'm going to say I kind of like it right about there. Yeah. Saving that one. Okay. So I'm going to bring in the next one. I'm going to bring this next one in black and white, and you can tell me what you think. What if... Guys, this one's so good. Come on. This one's too good. Or is it? All right, there you go. What colors are we working with? Let me try to bring in some extra colors. I'll try to just mess a little bit, give you some more. There's some interesting colors going on. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know what was in that water. It's freaking me out. Okay. So Aaron thinks turquoise shirt. You ready for it? Yellow dog. Look at that dog face, by the way. Like, come on. Come on. This is before I got my hair cut. All right, so here we go. Look at those colors. Come on. Look at that color. Turquoise. Psh. That was in the back of the Surferboard pizza van. I was in it, man. I was in it. The dog yawned perfectly. Yeah. All right, let's try it again. I'm gonna try it again. I like that idea. I'll bring in a different one, and you can tell me what you think. Man, do we know how to party or what? Oh, we're pushing the 1 o'clock. All right, this is another photo. I'll try to get a portrait, right? We're trying to get portraits. It's tough because if there's any photo of me, I wear the exact same clothes every time. But I like this photo, even though it's a screenshot and I didn't take it. I think it's a cool photo. Chris did it. He didn't stop in tonight. He probably didn't get notified. I should have texted him. Okay, let's see here. That's not it. So that's what it looks like. Oh, you can kind of see down there. That's not fair. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's not good. Don't look. Guess it's not good. Chartreuse. Luckily, no one knows what that color is, chartreuse. Well, judging by the fact that I wear the exact same outfit, let's see what it looks like, actually. There it is. That's the actual color. It's blue. It's blue. Lame. That was a little... Man, I think because it's late, I'm getting lame. I got better ones. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, you guys. Good luck on this one. Let me switch it real quick for you. Good luck. Oh, wait. I don't want you to see it, so I'm going to save it like this first. There we go. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So, what colors do you think? What color are we working with? What do you think? Why would I take such a photo like that? It's kind of cool. But when you see this thing in color, I think it's super cool. If you guys are really smart, you take a screenshot, upload that screenshot to the hotpot.io and colorize it real quick, and then you know. Okay, here we go. You ready? Let's edit it, and we'll go color. Look at this craziness. Look at that color. Isn't that cool? That's the color. Pow! Which I think looks way cooler. Again, it's that yellow and that turquoise. And I think actually, that's the one I think I kept. I forget which one I saved originally. I think it might have been that. Yeah, you guys had some good guesses. But yeah, so isn't that funny? Just that's that thing where 100%. This one I just liked in color. Got the little flowers in the window and stuff. I think this, oh yeah, that was a voting day. So that's kind of a cool photo, I think. All right, yeah, we're really ramping it up here. Now I'm curious. Oh, I saved it in color, shoot. Hang on. Or I saved it in black and white. And I got rid of it. I did some cool, oh well, good enough. Okay, let me see if I can find another one. Okay. Oh wait, that was supposed to be in black and white. Here we go. What is that? Yeah, see, that's the thing that with messing with this black and white, if nothing else, it kind of resets the palette. But unrelated. This is me. I think I fell asleep and I had like a little poop slug sleeping. Let's see here. Let's go. This is what it looked like in color. So that's it. Just me sleeping. I think that was right after my pizza wings, when I finally got my pizza wings cut off. That's how that worked out. Mob vest. I've got a lot of vests. I didn't wear hardly any of them this year. I kind of feel cheated because I waited so long to wear them, and then yeah. All right, so let's see if... Okay, this might be another one. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Oh, we got to change it to black and white. Okay. I got to think about how to do this. Sorry, I got to do something real quick. I know what to do. I'm going to duplicate it real quick. And that way I can edit the second one and have it already black and white for you. There you go. See, I'm on it. Oh boy, it's dark. Oof. Interesting. This one's going to be interesting, guys, because this one's really... I got to change this exposure. It's just like a dark photo. And it looks really good in color, which is ironic. So making it black and white. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry for the delay. We're back. What are you guys doing tonight? You watching other movies and stuff? So, okay, here's the photo. It's a portrait. Interesting, huh? What are you saying? What do you think these colors are? Huh? What is that? Ugh. Okay, I forgot that I put ginger. I put like shavings of ginger in. All right, so we got some, Dustin's got some guesses here. Blue and purple shirt. What do you think the lockers are behind there? What would make me want to take that photo, right? This one, I like it. I had to look away for a second, then I come back to it. I'm like, black and white, pretty good. Like, and this is portrait mode again on the iPhone. And it's a lower res. It was like a dark room, so it has a little bit of that grain in it. Like, this almost looks like film. Also, what am I talking about? I don't know. All right. Coral and canary. And Aaron thinks the lockers are yellow. Let's see it. You guys ready for the reveal? Get this cleared out. Pow. What? 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 Would you even know? Isn't that wild just how much gonna code chrome? Isn't that crazy to think like our parents, depending on how old you are, your parents would have had like, these would have been the photos. Like it was still just barely anyone had color photos even through into the 60s. Like, isn't that wild to think like this is what they had been stuck with? And it's like, bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Once again, blue and yellow. I'm starting to see a theme now. Blue and yellow. You got it. Yeah, see, that's the thing, like, that's like, that's where it's, you start, I think we all need to just look at our photos in black and white, which is really interesting, because film is more fun. He stopped in here. I don't think he's still hanging out, but he was saying he actually turns his phone into sleep mode, goes black and white for everything, just to kind of calm the mind and stuff. But it is, I almost think though, if you looked at enough black and white photos, you could start to visualize certain colors. Maybe not to the accuracy as like AI. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah. And it's not the best photo. Like it's kind of like it's low res because it was pretty far zoom. And I cropped in for this image. See if I got another one in this batch. Because there were a couple of other ones. This is a portrait. Let me see if I can. Let me make it black and white first, and you guys can tell me what you think. Oh, wait. Here we go. Yeah, Aaron's got the right idea. He triple tapped the side button to color filter my phone. Wait, is that a thing? Dude, is that a thing? So what do you think about these colors up here? Well, we're not even going to guess because you can kind of see some of them down below. That's the color version. And that's the black and white. What in the world? What? All right, all right, all right. Is there any left? There's no way you guys are going to get this one. There's just too much going on. Wait, let me see here. Let me get it set up for you. We do that. We do that. Not going to do that. We're going to do that. We do that. And then we do that. Okay, this one's going to be tricky. I don't know. I bet it's large as blue and yellow. Believe it or not, this one doesn't really have, I think it's kind of a neat color. I think this is the type of photo that if it was composed right, I kind of liked how she's covering her face. I think this one could be cool depending on how it was cropped. Oh, the home filmmaker. Hey man, what's up? Finally, that's cool. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely, we've been going for like 2 hours, but hey, every minute's a new minute, right? So glad you could join us. I wanted to at least, this was something I was going to do a video on, and I thought, let me just see for myself, because I still am wondering if black and white makes photos look more important. So here we go. She sure is falling. No, I think she was, someone was shooting BBs and she was like dodging them. I don't know what was going on. So we have some different guesses here. Dustin's got a guess. What was it? Blue jacket. Let's see. Now I'm curious. I don't know. Oof. Oof. Look at those colors. Doosh. This is in Sugar Creek. Sugar Creek Sunshine. So it has a different look. That is interesting to see him like, I think for sure the color just makes it look way more fun. And I bet there's even some more color editing I could do to make the jeans stand out, because it kind of looks like she's just standing on one leg, which I kind of like, because at first you're like, wait, what am I seeing? Yo, T country. Yeah. And that's what's tough, because I think obviously it's hashtag and everything, so they expect people to take photos. And it's tough because it's like, do you ever do that where you overthink it? I do it all the time, where it's like, this is hashtag. That means people have pictures of this. Everybody must get pictures of this. And in fact, it happened to me once. I got what I thought was a really cool photo, and some people on bicycles rode by, and they're like, oh yeah, it was a photo of a door. They're like, that's a great door, isn't it? We got the same photo. I've got so many photos like that or something like this. And I was just like, oh, cool. Do I even want to bother with this stupid photo again? Like taking it, I still took it, but I'm like, man, talk about, it was just sad. Okay, here we got another one. Let me bring this up. Yeah, I was like, that's like probably the worst thing you could tell somebody. Oh, yeah, we got all kinds of photos of that door. Well, that makes me feel really good about my decisions to make this. Like, yeah, I took that photo in 3rd grade. That's how original you're being right now. Okay, smarty pants. What about this one? Yeah, and see, black and white is a fun twist for portraits, and I think it can make more serious. Depends on the shot and the mood. That's the thing. That's what we've been experimenting with, because with portraits, with people, it's like very, what is the word? I need more of a vocabulary. It's just like journalistic. It has like a journalism kind of a look to it. But this one, pretty cool photo. Pretty good photo. And I don't even know. Don't even know. This is literally a cat in a box. Yeah, right? Like it looks like it a little bit, but this was in a parking garage, and I'm super excited because when I found it, I have access to it, because you just walk around from like the driveway like this. Like there's certain locations that I'm like, oh yeah, this is like the music video location that's actually accessible for at least a short time, right? I've had to shoot 3 minutes. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. Thanks. I mean, I don't know why I brought that chat up. I just wanted to let you know I saw it. Okay. All right. So here we go. This is super cool, and it's in black and white. Are you ready for the color version of this? Let's find it. I love it. I love it. I like how some of the windows are faded because they've been replaced. They're hazy. Like that just has, look at that. It's like every window pane is its own little portrait. See, some of them are like hazy, some of them are see-through. I'm like, come on. It's too easy. Right? So that's the dilemma, because you go back and you go, okay, well then, I think, and this is where I like the ceiling in this one. When I see the ceiling, it's like that textury barn. And I think some of this, you could really bring up some of that texture, because those are weird parking signs too, like the reserved parking. Very unique look. I like that little grease puddle or that mud puddle. But with the blue sky, oof, it's different, right? I've got a couple in here. This is where I have a couple. You guys are getting the sneak peek because I'm like, I think this would, I could put a couple images in a little book that someone would say, okay, that's kind of cool. But personally, I like actual people. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. See, he's got the ideas here. Bow, bow. That'll mess with people. How do we do that? Do we crop in like that just to really just mess with everybody? I don't know. I don't know if that's the best way. That's how you want to paint it, right? If you want to make it. So that's where again the newer iPhones with a couple different lenses, you can go ultra wide because what happens is when I went in with my other camera, that was the best. That's the far back as I could go, which is not a bad photo. But for me, if I was going to do that photo, that's where I would just change the crop to be like that. And then I would probably just come in and just center it. So it's just that. If I could only zoom in, I would just stay like that. But that's where it's like, this looks cool because now you got the texture of the ceiling and you got that cool little mud puddle. I kind of like how it's offset towards the top. Yeah, and Dustin, like black and white, it really brings out the texture and different materials and color. It brings the focus right into just the windows. See, that's the thing, right? Exactly. Because if we cancel that, I know to me it's the same. Yeah, because there's something about that ceiling makes you look up, where here I want to look forward. And this could probably be edited a little bit. This is where I just did it real quick. I bet there's a way like there. Ooh, that's a little too bright. There's probably a way to change the exposure there or something. No, see, it just doesn't. There's nothing that really draws you in because you don't. In black and white, it gets lost what exactly you're looking at. Because in my mind, you can't really even tell those are buildings in black and white. Pretty interesting. Let me see if I got another one. Not bringing in black and white. Did I save that? No. Okay. Okay, this one, I'm not even going to show you that one. That one I'm going to save because that's like one of my favorite photos and it's just very dull. It wouldn't look good in color anyways. I can't believe I don't have a photo of, I didn't save the photo of that door. I think I got so mad when that couple said that. Oh yeah, we always take pictures of that door. Every time they drive by it, they take a picture or something. They made it seem like. I'm like, what? Come on. So this one's gonna be kind of obvious. It just doesn't do justice like that. It looks kind of cool, but it's like, what in the world? But in color, it's just like, what? I think, and this is actually the composition is down lower. It's like that. That's my little store photography. There you go. Okay. Hey, one sale is better than none, man. I think, and I appreciate you. You're still supporting me on Patreon. I don't know what to do about that. I know I got to figure that out. But yeah, send me that email. Maybe we'll chat some more. Is this what you're referring to? You'd walk on that? I don't know. These are those things that I'm just like, what a weird. It's just fun to see that. I like the American flag up there. Grocery store photography. You guys ready for it? I think people already do it, but I think of it more and more. Because some of those end cap displays, you're never going to see them again. Like they set them up one time. I wish I would have saved that door, so I really got to go back and do that. This will be the last one, I think. It's not really the best one or even a good one, so I'm not even going to show you this one. Let me find a different one. All right, all right, all right. We got something here. We got a little something for everyone. Hmm. 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 I don't know now. Now I'm like, I'm under pressure. Dude, I appreciate it, man. And you know what? Like, seriously, like, I know that's the thing. It's been too long, but also on your channel with the filmmaking stuff. That's why I really want to push. I didn't get to talk about tonight 'cause I was mostly focused on these photos. The free time filmmakers. I want to update the logo, and that's where we're at right now. It's just the reality. It's free time filmmakers. I know earlier we had Mike from Filmboy 24, free time filmmaker, like on the weekends and whenever we get chances to do stuff, that's when we do it. Where is the photo? Where's a good one? Right. Oh boy, now I feel like I've actually gone through a lot of them. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching me look at my own photos and talk about how cool I think they are. Wow, this is really exciting stuff, I'm sure. But let's see here. I would have the screen on so you could see me scrolling, but I like to keep some of these kind of like I want to have a couple that are actually unique if I would print some of these. What the heck? What the heck? Man, I don't know. All right, let's see if how this works. Did I take this? Oh boy. This is what's kind of unfortunate. I got to double check this. I can't verify if I took this or not, which wait. I might have taken this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, because that would suck. I got to really make sure I don't accidentally like post something that's not mine, like if I would put it in a book. This was some building somewhere. I think this might have been near Massachusetts or something. I don't know. I don't think this black and white does it justice at all. But look at that. I think that looks cool in the color with the globes in it. I don't like my composition. I think it's more like that is how I have it, like where it's centered. Like if I go back to the original, yeah, I think that's a cool composition, just like globes. Yeah, and I was just thinking, I'm like, Aaron likes globes. He likes globes. Aaron likes globes. But I was thinking this is a close up, which this is my artsy photo. It just says, there is cat. But I actually, this one, I'm okay with. I'm happy with that composition. So let me see if it would look any worse in black and white. Actually, it kind of makes it stand out a little more where it says, there is cat. Did not see a cat in there, by the way. This one, I like this one. It took a second. So I'm like, yeah, this is like I think when I see photos that remind me of like what I would enjoy seeing if someone else took it, I'm like, I like that. I took that. I was there. Cool. All right. So let's see if, okay, here's a portrait. This is just weird. Let me come in black and white. Actually, duplicate it because it looks like it's already got some edits on it. Actually, while I'm here, I'll just do this other one too. That way we'll have the second one. Pow. Everything's on the cloud. And then we do that, and then we do that, and then we go like that. Okay. Got it. Okay, here we go. This is crazy looking. All right, you guys ready? Sorry, I'm like, I forget that you're not seeing what I'm seeing right now. This is crazy. Isn't that wild? I just thought that was so cool. It's like the most like futuristic post-apocalyptic water tower covered in antennas. Is it better in black and white? Who knows? This guy knows. Here we go. Oh, okay. So yeah, you tune in. So for you, this is your favorite so far. Okay. Very nice. But will you like it in color? But see, here's what's interesting about this. And this isn't really even showing. Let me see if I can do a little bit more editing. I don't think this one's even really showing the sky the way it could. Like if I get in here and start really tweaking some of these colors, doesn't really matter though, because actually, let me see if this setting will bring some. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you see that? That's the color one, which is it better in black and white? Because the color's kind of dull. I don't remember. This was through a car window and I was driving again. I think this is actually, is that in my antenna? Possibly. This one might look better in black and white. What do you think? It just forces you to look at the thing. Yeah. That one got black and white. It would be crazy though to make a book and then all the images are black and white. I have to really think that through. Okay. There's this one. Not bad. And actually, this is a portrait. So we do have the ability to change the focus in the background. So let me defocus it a little bit. Which sometimes, this is where I don't like the cars back there. They're just not interesting looking. They're just kind of like, meh. So we can just blur them out. We don't really care about them as much. Now, if they were like cool looking, maybe a truck, like what are they? What kind of cars are those? Like boring. Okay, so let's bring back a little blur. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, and I think, I don't know if this is iPhone. Just a quick shot. I don't even know. This might even, no, if it's portrait, I was going to say this might have been a screenshot, but I think, yeah, right? There needs to be some cool old Jeeps back there. But I think, yeah, this was an actual photo. I was just kind of, I don't get to be around a lot of people. So whenever I have a chance, I try to use that portrait mode more. Sometimes the cool thing is you can completely dial back the f-stop. So if the blur doesn't happen correctly, because I noticed sometimes this one handled it okay, but sometimes it doesn't know what to do around objects. And it doesn't know that these objects, it really only, the AI of it only recognizes human shapes. Okay. So there's that. That's the actual one. Which the colors look pretty good. I don't even think this one's really been edited yet. Only because I know he's holding another camera, I kind of wish I could see that camera. And it makes me wonder. Let me just go in here and see real quick. I saved this one, but let me see if I go to the other ones. This one actually could be pretty good too. That one might be a better one. This is probably one I should have saved. He's getting into his camera bag and you see both cameras, which are cool. Let's see what this one looks like in black and white. Yeah. And so, yeah, Dustin, I don't know if you are referring to this one or the other one, but yeah, it's this one. I think I like this one in color because the green, I don't know. This one's actually kind of cool too. I don't know if Lou's ever even seen these. I took these a while ago. I'm glad I saved them. So let me go in here, and since we're in this section, there might be a couple others from the same time because we were hanging out. I think this is actually the last time we got to hang out. This one's pretty cool too. See, this is where I just like This isn't even the right composition. I think this is, there it is. Yeah, I want to get the shoe in. That's just kind of a, I like that ultra wide. It just has like that fun look. Let's see what it looks like. BW. I don't totally love it as far as I want to see more detail in the camera part. Let me see if I can bring some of that out. Pretty soon we'll just talk to our phones and tell it. I think if the sun was, I like backlighting subjects, but I think if the sun was shining a little bit, or if I had a reflector just to bring in that, that's kind of fun. I'm in. All right, Aaron's heading out. We can finally start wrapping up this stream now. Thanks for hanging out. Let me see if I have any. Oh, I thought I had some cash for you. Nope, sorry. So send that your way. But thanks for hanging out. Yeah, there's something very subconscious about black and white. Yeah, and I think it's a trick. It's like a little tricky thing too, because it's like, hey, you've been seeing all these color images. Now look at this. All right. 130. There's no way we're going to 2, right? No way. So let me see if there's any other ones from that same. These were all in one little batch, which is kind of cool to know. Because there's like a little thrift store camera. I wonder what this looks like. I don't see, it wouldn't seem like it would do any justice to make it black and white, because that cool little sticker that's on it. It was a plastic little toy. I was going to get it, but it was just so junky. Yeah, that doesn't really do much for it. Is there any more? It's good to know. That's where I'm glad. All right, guys. I think that's all we got for now. I'll make this one black and white. This will be the last one. This one will be silly black and white, right? Totally doesn't do any justice for it. It almost looks like infrared. Yeah, right. There you go. Okay, Dustin. Cool. And that's why I wasn't sure, man, if you guys, everyone here, if anyone's into photography. This is what's cool. I mean, if you have a phone, snap pictures and it's like, what? Well, there's like, I guess, I don't want to say different rules, but something I've noticed, taking pictures of stuff you see all the time, or taking pictures of stuff that nobody really wants to take pictures of necessarily. Like I think of where I can't personally do it. I don't like that awkwardness, but like when you think of, oh, who's going to take a picture? Who's going to take your, like, you don't take your phone out at the dentist office and start snapping photos. But if you did, you'd probably have photos that not many people see in photos, right? Because who's taking pictures at the dentist? This looks way better in color. Come on. Of course it does. Of course it does. All right, guys. Am I going to end with that? That just seems like I can't end with that picture. I'm going to get a different one. I'm getting a good one here. Let's see what we got. I'm just pulling these right off my phone. Oh, I just realized too, I'm like, where's all the pictures? I'm not in my folder, my favorites folder. I really want to find that. I want to find that photo of the door. It was the day I walked home, so we're going to look real quick. Let me look. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, that's not a picture. I didn't walk home that day. One of these days I walked home. And I just cannot remember when I did that. That's the trouble with taking too many pictures. And with the iPhone, it only gives you that little heart option. And it's like, I wish there was like multiple options so you could just like favorite certain things and then automatically just have like a default for sending stuff to a certain folder. I would organize stuff much better. Okay, so Am I going to find it while you guys are waiting? You gotta take a selfie before you end the stream and try that one out too. Okay. Well, I don't know if actually, let's see. Can I do that in just this editing? I think I can, just in the editing. If I go in here, I can just add a filter. Let's see here. There we go. Done. Is it better? Is it better in color or in black and white? Color, black and white. Let's cancel that. Okay, so where was I? I want to find a picture. I'm going to end with this door because I was so frustrated how excited I was to see the door, and then that couple was like, we get that picture all the time. I'm like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Give a guy a chance. You didn't get a photo like this. What do you guys think about this? What? What? Home filmmaker has been slacking lately, trying to take stuff with my phone, but the focus bothers me a lot, so I tend to miss opportunities. Yeah, and that is a tough thing. And that's where even some of these photos I have on my phone, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have did this, wish I did that. But it's like, those are passing moments. Like, I'm not going to be on the road seeing that truck probably anytime soon, unless I'm just like following them home. So I want to go in here. The reason I want to track down this is actually a good photo, so I'm going to save that. Okay, this one will be really interesting. Let me edit this one into black and white. Oh, it actually looks pretty cool. This one's going to be crazy, you guys. Okay, here we go. So this one is pretty wild. Let me get rid of that. So isn't that wild looking? Like, what are we even looking at? What kind of futuristic thing are we looking at, right? Yeah, that other car looked like Albert truck. Oh, see, you're thinking like a photographer. See, you got it. Looking out. But when I find the door, Dustin, I'll show you. You'll see. Like, there's a reason it is such a neat look, in my opinion. It's some stuff I like. Okay, so this photo, this isn't the door, but this photo is interesting because it's pretty cool looking in black and white. Like, that is crazy. It looks infrared. That's actually really cool in black and white. I got to remember that. Because let's make it color. And look how crazy this thing is in color. What? Isn't that nuts? There were these pink light bulbs. That's pretty cool. I kind of think it almost looks better in black and white. Yeah, this one, it was this weird thing. This is where I think honestly the camera could not handle. The camera could not handle the color of this purple. And so what's so weird, we'll go back in here and I'll put it back on black and white. It's so crazy how it's taking, it is like an infrared type of a thing. Because like you can see colors. Like, look, if you go dark, it almost looks like a negative. Isn't that weird? That's fun. See, and this is the stuff that's what I do love about digital, because you can mess around and it's like, where would you be able to do this with film? You could probably do it if you had the whole lab, but I'm doing it on my phone. But that's crazy. That's something that it looks edited, and all we did was just make it black and white. Like, I didn't go in and saturate, do anything. It's just because it's so oversaturated that when you go into black and white mode, it's like, oh, they must have post-processed it. And it's like, nope, this is like oh, that's actually cool right there. So you can really see what it's doing. Yeah, right? And now it's kind of making me wonder, yeah, right? Like, it's even more weird. So I didn't even go in here and try to mess with this. Let me see. Let's go in here and just change the tint, right? Is it the warmth? No, I think it's the tint. Yeah, it's interesting. This is something that you could really vibrant saturation. Ooh, look at that. That's crazy. Like, oh, look at that. What? You could animate this by just having like 5 or 6 different images. Just kind of go like this. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? Let me get that. I'm going to find that picture of the door because this is in the same section. So it was right after this event. I walked home. I got harassed by people on bicycles saying they've already taken pictures of that. We're going to find it. We're almost there. I didn't have that one saved, so I'm glad I had that one saved. Let's see. Here's one that's kind of cool. And this is, again, it just looks like a regular photo, right? Hey, the Creative Fest thing. Let me think. What was that thing that happened? It was a zine launch party, if it's the same thing you're talking about. And it went really good. That's what that thing was we were tearing down. And that was kind of neat, just meeting some local people. I think that's what you're referring to. That's the only event that we had going on. It was like a zine thing that I was a part of. I had some photos in there. But this photo right here, totally, whoops, I don't want that. Totally, I went in with Adobe and it looks kind of sloppy, but you wouldn't know it. But my hand was here holding the phone that took this picture. I took this picture. And look how good it erased my hand from that. It still looks kind of weird, but if you wouldn't really know what to look for, like why those rafters are crooked, you'd think it was the metal reflection. And that's a photo flash from some thrift store. But yeah, the zine launch party, if that's what you're referring to, went pretty good. All right, okay. Okay, we're zeroing in. We're zeroing in. There's my artsy fartsy building photo. That might look good in black and white. I don't even know. That's like one of those things like it's cool, but why? Why? Why does it exist? What's going on? We're getting close though. I went out with my Game Boy. I took some pictures. We got them, boys. Actually, I want to save that too. I got to remember to save that one. Save that one. Save that one. All right, here we go. We got them. This door. Gosh darn it. I'm going to go back and take a picture of the door, but here's the reason. So here's the reason I wanted to take a picture of this door. I just think it has a cool look to it. And actually, let me make it black and white first. Real quick so you can guess. Keep them guessing. Did I do it right? Why is it not doing it? Trying to duplicate it before I edit it. Well, I'm not sure what's going on there. No big deal. I'll make this one black and white. I didn't like the angle of this one, but here it is. So, whoops, wrong one. There's the photo. I like the security cameras. But they get kind of lost. Because this is the actual color. I just didn't like this wide angle lens. Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's a neat little door. And I think you have indirectly called a few of my old photos artsy fartsy. Don't know if I should take that as an insult. No, I say artsy because it's like that thing where it looks like there's more meaning behind it. This is just kind of neat. Here's the thing that's really cool when you go in here. This door, look at that big. So yeah, I could take a picture looking out. It's the most boring view looking the other direction of this door. Let's see, Dustin, you may be an artsy fartsy photographer taking a photo of a building, but imagine how artsy fartsy that architect. Exactly, right? And it's like, this is where, so it is art. This is art, right? I used to think like, oh, what am I doing taking pictures of graffiti? But then the graffiti gets painted over, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I got a photo of that. It's history that's gone forever. This building was architecture. He did it. Somebody moved in, put a bunch of security cameras on. Years went by. The door got all rusty. Someone threw a rock through the window, and I took the picture of all of that together. Welcome to art, right? Anyways, I don't like this wide angle view of this. I wanted it more symmetrical. Crazy thing is, let me see if I can edit this. This is what's, whoops, I don't want that. Let's see if I can do this. This is going to be crazy. Isn't that crazy? Like, I could bring it. I just didn't have it wide enough, but you could actually get rid of that. Like, that's cool. This is where I could crop this down to here and have AI fill it in. But this is how I kind of wanted the composition to be, just very symmetrical, which I think I got with this one. Let's see. Almost looks like a little model. But I don't know. I kind of liked it. I just like the camera's colors. Yeah, like we're painting, we're taking pictures of like multiple things. And so it gave me a new appreciation for graffiti, because it's kind of like the cliche, oh, you got a Polaroid camera, take a picture of graffiti on the wall. But technically, the art of the graffiti on the brick create an entirely different piece of art. And then depending on when the light of day is hitting it, you could get some crazy shadows coming across. Let's see here. Got that one saved. Are there any more? This was the world's biggest cigarette. Look at that thing. Someone painted one of those like parking lot poles. I think that was hilarious. That one has to be color because it's just fun that way. All right, so I think we've almost got them all in there. Here's the college cliche photo. Come on. Like, of course, how many times has this photo been taken? Probably. Like, how many times has this been taken? It killed me just to take it because I'm like, I know it's been done. The only thing that could have saved this is the graffiti, which I think has kind of been painted over and boring. I don't even know what that is. Like, if that graffiti was really cool, that would be a cool shot. But it's just such a, like, it's so been done. So let's just see what it looks like in black and white. Ugh. I guess it's something. It's something. It's one of those things like, I was there. Why not? It's on my phone. What's the big deal? But even the cityscape isn't even that intriguing, really. Nah. I cringed a little bit when I took it. I just felt like, why did I just do that? Why did I just do that? So I think that I keep saying I think that's all, but then I'm not. Now I'm outside the favorites folder, and I'm realizing like maybe there's some other ones I just haven't had a chance to go back and look at. But that could be on a giant rabbit goose chase. Goose chase. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Sharpoo. Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's cool to fly a drone through it, take a photo of it. Me. Yeah, and that other photo that it totally flattened it out. So, all right, we're just rolling into. Oh, whatever. We're going till 2. Here we go. We're doing it. So let's see then. If that's there, we're gonna go into the favorites, and there was this cool car. So this is an interesting one. Shot through the phone. it was some skeleton on the back of a RV. I did already, this is where I was experimenting with this. I went into black and white and it kind of looked cool. You guys are seeing a terrible cut of it there. There we go. So like it's through the front windshield. So this kind of takes away from that haze. It's just random enough. I don't know. It's just, I would probably, if I would keep it color, I'd probably have to change the tone a little bit because it's a little too blue. But just random enough just to be something. Something. Okay, here we go. This will be a good one to end on. Let me go color first. So this photo, morning, it's that morning light, morning and evening. Kind of cool. Some textures you can kind of make out. There's like cars and trailers and the lights shining through all the windows perfectly, right? You wouldn't think it, but check this out. We're going to go in here and edit this. We're going to go to black and white, and then we'll come back and I'm going to give it a little bit like just some extra texture. I don't know if this is the best combination. I kind of like the harsher, but this one's an interesting one because of the way the light's coming in. Like, that's interesting. I like the color, but this actually looks pretty good too. It's a little cluttered probably. I don't know. Yeah, you got to try it, man. And now this is a setup. Like I have phones plugged in and it was a little bit of a prep. But that's what I realized. A lot of these, I think I'm like, oh, I'll make a video about it. But then it's like, I have these live streams for people that want to hang out. I try to just get to the point, though. I know I have a problem where I hang out too much in the live stream chat. And then I realize on the playback, it's not as fun to watch because for people that just want to get through it, they're waiting for me to answer questions and stuff. But yeah, this one's interesting because, and this is just more of the fact that it's just an interesting comparison. I always think like, what would I do with this photo exactly? Like I wouldn't stick it on a book cover. It's like way too cluttered, but it actually is kind of cool because there's so much going on. I guess maybe it reminds me of something. It's like, okay, this would be like an intense image to try to recreate if you had to do pencil drawing or something, because there's just so much detail of all those little lines. But let me see because the same morning I took another photo. And it was the same area. Let's duplicate it. And then we'll change that one. Let's see here. So this one is color. I guess we're going to make it black and white now so we can have a comparison. See, that's the thing. Like sometimes the harsh black and white's a little bit better than this monotone, because I think monotone's kind of too safe, right? It needs some harder lines. So okay, so there, it's just like, I don't even know if it's an interesting color, but look, there's our yellows, right? Maybe that's the trick. I just put yellow in all my photos. I don't know. I don't know if I like one or the other. It's just different. And it's an interesting thing because it's not like, I don't know what kind of story I'm trying to tell with that photo, but junk. There's junk sitting around. There was some old car. I thought that was a Mazda. It's a Porsche. Let's see what it looks like in black and white. Pretty classic. Kind of a boring photo. Yeah, that is true. Like, I gotta realize this is just like a chill layback. It's 2 in the morning for me. This photo, this photo could be color or black and white, and I don't think it would really matter because the design is actually this probably needs to be color because that red, the red pinstripe is pretty cool on that. Like that looks pretty neat. That's what's that's what's unfortunate. It's like, man, can't just only take pictures of vintage stuff because everything looks better on camera. Like I shouldn't say everything, but like a lot of older stuff just looks better because it just has more textures and silver and chrome. Now here we go. Here's our Jeep content. So here's what we'll try to do then. I thought this was kind of fun because this one actually does kind of look cool in black and white. Also, because in color, I feel like the color doesn't really do much. It's just like, okay, green, a lot of green. But in black and white, it kind of forces you to look at the Jeep because it's sitting in front of that light colored house. Yeah, well, I appreciate you staying up. It's about 12 o'clock for you. It's going to be going to bed. Catch up after. Okay, yeah. So I'm closing this thing. Actually, it's going to end in a minute. So we'll end it with this because I like this. This is where I don't know. This is my old Jeep. I might get rid of it. This thing has been so fun though because I slide the door open, take a couple pictures. The only problem is I get really nervous that my camera stuff will slide out the sliding door when I'm driving with the doors open. But for getting photos and because this is an old mail truck, the doors on the right or the driver's side's right side, so I'm on the other side of the road already, so I'm able to like get stuff off the side of the road a lot better. But it might sell this year. Gotta clear out some stuff. This stuff kind of stresses me out trying to keep everything running. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. But yeah, there's this last one. I think this one especially, just because there's just so much green and it's not really an interesting thing. Like if the house was like a blue color or something, or if the sky had some interest. Is there a cat over there? Yeah, we even got my cat. Yes. Oh, look, and this is like the other details. You wouldn't even know it at first. The hood is up. The hood is up. But I think that one looks better in black and white. Just a square car. You don't really even know what you're looking at first, right? Anyways, all right, guys, 2 o'clock. We did it. How many hours is that? Sheesh. Be sure to check the replay if you've missed the beginning. It's just more of the same. We'll discard those changes. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. You're watching the one and only knoptop YouTube channel. What is this channel? It's a bunch of shorts. It's a bunch of shorts. Thanks for hanging out, Dustin. Send me that email. Oh my gosh, my name's covering it. Let's see. We might have at one point, but it's too cold for a lot of cool little cars. Yeah, that's what's unfortunate. Like, no joke. Every time I watch your videos, it's like winter. Like, what is going on? I don't know. Your life could be so different if you actually had warm weather for about 2 months. But anyways, thanks for watching. 2 o'clock. Hope you guys have a good night. I hope the stream worked out. I think I got everything down. I know what to look for. My computer didn't blow up, but the fan is blowing. Whew, it's getting warm. It's getting a little hot. Alrighty. Thanks again. Thanks for the Patreon support. But that's all. Knoptop. Go make something. I know there's a little delay, so I'm going to wait for that. And then I'm cutting it. We'll end with, where's my Jeep photo? Yeah. Everything looks better in black and white. Not everything. That's what we determined. Not everything. It looks more intense though, doesn't it? Like when I see that, it's like, okay, it's just a car parked out in front of a house. But when you see it in black and white, it's like post-apocalyptic. This is some, I don't know, military thing. I don't know. What am I talking about? All right, that's all. Yes. I'll eventually recap all my shorts into long videos, so we'll see how that works out. So I want to do some recaps because some of the videos were never meant to just be shorts, but then at the same time, I want people to see them and move on with their life. All right, I'll stop talking. I'll let you enjoy the picture. See ya. Thanks again. Good night.